Alright, so what's going on, guys? Hope you guys doing well. Quick one. I'm just looking at the scalp there. I'm just gonna dive into it quite quickly, actually. So just oh fucking hell, what's going on? Yeah, so just I'm looking. So what it is, I've entered the scalp. I won't do the intro in a bit, blah blah. But I'm just monitoring the scalp if I can cut the trade. If I have to cut the trade, I cut the trade. So quickly, what it is I'm looking at the scalp is this. So I've got a range low here and a range high there, right? That's the range high. Can you see that? So my invalidation, right? So I enter the trade around here, around this area there. Okay, you see that? It's a range bound environment, up, down, up, down, up, down. Nothing too crazy there. Just so what we had a deviation there, resistance, come back to support, deviation over here, resistance. So this is actually is the key, right? So I've entered the scalp. I've entered a pretty wide stop loss over here. I literally put it down here. That's my validation. If we come down and break down below, then I'm like, all right, I've got the trade. I don't want to take the full loss. I'll just take half an hour loss, for example, and that's it. It's all good. But literally, what I'm looking for is this mid range. From the mid range, reclaim the mid range, go up. Fucking hell, my hand's not working properly well today. What the fuck? Fucked up my wrist anyway. Fuck that shit. But yeah, looking for a reclaim of the mid range. And then we can go up to 75% of the range and then shoot up this area here and then looking to go a lot more higher, right? And that'll be my expansive play, and that's what I'm talking about. So I've made a tweet regarding about, I'll show you right now actually. Profile. I literally said like playing a quick scalp, seeing if it can turn into a day trade. We'll explain on the stream. So this is the explanation here. So before we do this whole outlook in X, Y, and Z, come on, man, fucking send it the motherfucker up. I know I'm up like by half an hour, like nearly half an hour. I just want to think it. So yeah, the reason why I'm saying like it's potentially this is a scalp play, right? Because obviously I'm playing within this range band, so 3-minute time frame. I mean, I based it after 1 minute to be honest. It's really clear on the 1 minute. Well, to me, it's really clear because you can see this level over here. See how we actually held this. My mouse feels a bit fuckery, a bit too fast for me. 1 second. Let me open up Logitech. Morning, guys. Morning. Thank you so much for jumping on the show. It's literally just kicking off a live scalp right now, actually. Give me 1 minute there. 22 833 834. Okay, that's fine. Sorting updates, bullshit, blah blah. Hurry up, man. Doesn't Logitech know that I'm trading right now, motherfuckers? Where are you? Spotify. No. Typing again. Give me a second, lads and ladies. Got it. Whatever. Now it's a lot better. That's finally better now. 1800. That's fine. Cool. Now it feels a lot more smoother now for me. I don't like it when it's too fast. It's like a fucking So I'm looking to a reclaim over here, and then this area here, and then we're coming into this area here. So that's what I'm looking for. Just playing it range bound environment in terms of the scalp play. So the reasoning of it actually exploding from a scalp into a day trade, and it'll be quite a big day trade. It's literally off this. So if you look on the 1 minute, go on the 1 hour. We're a Tuesday today now. So what's important about Tuesday? We got Monday's range we can play. Monday's range come into here. So let me draw Monday's range. So the high was this, the low was this, and this is where we're getting capped. It's literally, I mean, look, hourly close in 40 minutes. As long as we close back into this range, into Monday's range, right? For example, we get a close over here and hold above it, break out of this range there, and then this will be the next target, and then back into here, potentially going back into this area here, into the monthly open here. So then what that'll be is that this was just a deviation of Monday's range. So that's what I'm looking for, a potential play. I was short on BTC. I've cut majority of the position. I've got a tiny little bit left over just in case we spike down as well. Just with August, it does, well, So August, we know August can be quite bad. Fucking, I don't go down on me, you bastard. Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly monitor this quickly before we even kick off. You can see where this is. So if we come back in, at least to a minimum, we need to come up here. We've gone 3 minutes, gone 1 minute. Don't, man. So yeah, I think it's, look, this is the problem here. This is a resistance here, and then in the 1 minute, we've got this here going on. 1 second there. Closes here. I don't like this. No, it's not looking good. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Come on. Let's hope if I cut the whole trade off. Give me a second, guys. I just gotta focus on this before we kick off. I think this gap ends quite quickly. I might have to cut it out break even or a tiny loss. Okay, I'm cutting it. I don't like this. Last hope is this range low has to hold off. That's my last hope here. 17. Cut. Okay, I got it. Alright, so what? How much did I lose there? Let me have a look at it. What the loss was on that. I need to make a note of that. I've made a loss here today, so I just need to give me a second. I just need to know how much that trade was worth. Yeah, we go back. See, I cut it before it even happened. Sometimes you got to give that position that you cut it. Okay, so we come into this area. Okay, that's fine. Delete this. See, sometimes a simple trend line, that was a trigger for me. So what it was, right? So obviously I was looking for this area, this consolidation to hold, right? This was a deviation. If it was supposed to be, this was the low, this would actually hold. This was why my stop loss at 2700, 22.7k. So then what could come is something like this. We were capped at this high here. That was resistance. That was resistance. Looking to flip that support to resistance to go up here. Had a trend line up there. And the moment we break below it, I was like, alright, it doesn't look good. So I gave one more opportunity off the fate. I gave one more opportunity for this to hold, this range low to hold. The fact that the range low didn't hold itself, right? And we closed below it with scalps, right? You had to be very quick to cut. So the moment he did this, I was like, yeah, fuck it. I cut it. So I'm gonna see how much was the loss. Conditional, no, positions, history, transfer, no, not full history, asset history. That's it. No, that's order history. No. Price. Cash flow. So it was just under 5 hour, under half an hour. It's not too bad. Okay. So let me make a note of this. I need to make a note of that. Give me a second. So, and I'll talk about journaling as well. Entry price was at 22.793. Okay, cool. All right, then let's go. Let's get this kicking off now. Okay, let's go. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Sorry about that in the morning. Did a scalp trader there. Was looking for it. Lost half an hour. Not a good way to start the fucking day, to be honest. So I mean, like, I had shorts from yesterday. In terms of shorts, I was looking at. I wasn't into any shorts over the weekends, so I entered in about where did I entered. I can tell you approximately. Entry. I can have a look at my one second. It's 20, yeah, so it's 23.3. That was my entry. It was just at like the monthly open there around that area. That was my entry. My stop loss was at the thingy. Actually, yeah, I put it above like 23.5k. That was when my stop loss was there, because to me it was a stop run X, Y, and Z, and we sent it back down. So here's what it is. So fuck that shit. Hope you guys doing well, man. Good morning. Good morning. It's fucking Tuesday today, man. You know, we've got a nice number of people here. I really appreciate that. Shout out to all you motherfuckers out there. Who do we have here? We got fucking Vegeta, Boronator, fucking is it Boronator? Is it from I think it's Boruto? Boruto? Naruto's son? Is that where you got the name from? We got Bastion. Morning, brother. Lone Wolf as well. We got Rack. We got Marco. Guna. We got Rafe. We got NR, Elio, Joe Farrell from Thailand. My man's from Thailand telling me it's from western sunny Thailand. Bro, at least it's sunny in it. It's fucking shit over here, innit? We got Joe Crate. We got freaking Vivian. What's going on, Viv? We got Thomas. We got Right Way here. We got NR. We got Narendra back in as well. Robin saying you don't execution. What a fucking geezer. Right Way. Hi, Dank. Make a trend line on the 1 day Bitcoin chart. Let's have a look. Fucking have a quick look at what the 1 day Bitcoin chart you're talking about. Come on, switch the camera. There we go. So if I move all this shit out of the way, and let's see what's going on the 1 day trend line. Let me try something out. I just want to try something out. So we've got this low here. Right. I mean, could we come back down to this area here like that? This doesn't work. We can do it this way. Could we do that? Oh, who fucking knows? Focus on the area that we're at. Right. So, I mean, trendline wise, I mean, it's still bullish though. You can admit it's still bullish. I mean, this to me, it looks like the trendline that we're sitting on right now. Support, deviation, support. I mean, do we come back down here? And then hold above it, reclaim this high, off we go. Fucking let's just go, and that'll be my trigger, and we can go up to these, well, 26.8, and then this area here, right? So that's what we're looking at as a trend line. That's what for Right Way. I did that for you. Liquidity at 22,600. There's liquidity everywhere, man. It's fucking it's a shit show at the moment. We got, who else we got Reload, maybe a bounce at 22.5. I think I was talking about this fucking number, to be honest. 22.5, yes, I agree, because it's the weekly mid-range. Let's delete this shit as well. Fucking hell, there's so much bullshit lines here. I need to start emptying it out today. Yeah, 22.5 is the mid-range of the last week's range itself. So that's what I'm looking for. What's up? We got fucking Exist here as well, man. Nick, how you doing, brother? You good, family? Close my shorts on ETH at Monday's low yesterday. Short at 17. Fair play to you, bro. Profit's profit. I mean, the ETH is at what, 15.75 at the moment. It's fucking just going down, man. From Manchester, it's like pissing. Bro, Manchester's always pissing though, isn't it? It is always raining over there. That place is fucking wet. Would you enter long if we go back to the range? Yes, I would enter long if we enter back into Monday's range, because I took a loss there. I'm gonna take it easy. That's half an hour for me, which is kind of shit. I don't want to lose. For me, I have a rule. I have a golden rule when it comes to trading. Like a 2 hour loss in a day, I quit it a day. fucking walk away, right? So I've got 1.5 hour left to go for that today. So I'm gonna make sure I be a bit more picky now. I think I posted the BTC chart on Twitter, and it aligns with what you're saying. So it makes me glad it does, man. Smash the likes, brothers, man. Hope you guys doing well. You guys got any questions before we actually get cracking? Right? Want to get the question out the way. The plan is today, what we want to do is Bitcoin, Ethereum plans, and the views and whatnot. And then I want to try and squeeze in some alts as well. So if you guys got some alts, shout away, and then we can do some alts as well. Mafia, what's going on? We got Blank GK. What's going on? Any questions? Just because I'm smoking a cigarette, I might use this time. I'll do it today as I need. To go to Wednesday after work, pick up my washing machine. Okay. When can you do it then? Okay, we do 1 inch. Have a good cig, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. You smoking a cigarette, Mafia, as well? What's the crack with Taiwan? What do you mean? Market's looking a bit toppy short term. Yeah. You know what it is, right? You gotta look at it this way. Do you remember when we talked about do you remember ETHBTC 4 hours? We talked about this, right? Where is it? Okay. If it was a bearish month, right? Right, you get a wick of the candle. So the start of the month, right, becomes this play above the monthly open. The moment we lose the monthly open and start breaking market structure on the downside, then we start making the body itself, right? So that's for a down candle. Then for an up candle, it's quite the opposite. It's just right here. Let me click this. It's just this. So you got monthly open, you know, it bounces off it, does its thing, it makes the wick of the month itself. Once we come back up, you know, bounce off it a few more times. And once we reclaim and do this, right, then the body of the candle becomes like that. And then towards the end of the month, we make a wick again, and that's your bullish candle. So the fact that we're doing this, right, the fact that we're doing this over here, I think that's good. That's the start of a bullish month. I mean, it can fucking have, you know, because we had a slight deviation above the monthly open, right, and then we come back down and breaking down. This could also be a wick of the month, and then we go for a massive down candle. It's possible. It is possible, but generally speaking, so we need to look at how this monthly open happens. It was the second day of the month. Things start aligning and make clearer sense, right? Whose shows do you watch? I'll tell you in a bit. I don't watch any shows. What you mean, like TV shows or freaking YouTube? SC is the only one I watch, and I haven't watched XOs for a while actually. The thing is, like, no disrespect to XO, but he does some really long shows as well, and like he's very articulate when he speaks in it. So like he's the type of guy that I would like to listen to, like in the background when I'm driving, for example. It's like, again, like everyone's different in it, but to me he's just very. There's the same tone, and I'm like, it's dangerous when you're driving at night because I fall asleep. I'm not saying he's boring, whatever. It's just like, he's you've got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to what he said because he drops some mad alphas. He does as well. So that's why I think I like watching as well. I'm watching the late adopter lately as well. He's got his challenge from $400 to $1 million. So fair play to him, and I'm rooting for the guy as well. I'm watching his show lately. And crypto wise, I think that's it. I haven't looked at any other shows. I think everyone else is kind of. I mean, name me some shows and I can tell you if it's good or bad, if I've seen it or not. Dixie's in support lines with downside on crypto. Maybe it's first week bearish and then we go up. Yep, I do think that's possibly it. We got like we're gonna look at ES and the Nasdaq and the Dow and how that's working down. Right, to me it's all breaking down. I think it will go a lot more lower potentially. Crypto banter, fuck that. Fuck crypto banter, in my opinion, right? Like he's just too. He's wrecked a lot of his followers. Right, I'm gonna be honest with banter. Run, I'm not his friend. Like I do I follow him on Twitter? I don't know. I don't think I follow him on Twitter. But he's wrecked a lot of his followers in terms of, you know, buy this, buy that. It's very Moon Boy kind of stuff, and I'm not really a fan. Main is good. I think it's good. I think it's really good as well. That guy's funny as fuck too as well. He's a funny lad. When he does those little snippets, fucking that. Whoever does those snippets, you know what? Shout out to that guy because he's fucking smart. And Trader's Reality, never checked that out. Jason Casper, I never checked that out. I'm gonna actually write these down. Trader NJ, Trader NJ, I believe he was doing this whole news things, and to me, news is kind of bullshit in my opinion. I'm not, again, I'm not like atting Trader NJ or anyone else who does news. I know there's a bunch of people who does news, like we have what's his name, that big guy, the big chubby guy, who's working out to go into boxing or whatever, but like he's fucking bit of a loose kind of. He was saying like Bitcoin's going to 1 million. What's his name? I know another guy called Superman does news as well. And the thing is with news, right? Who gives a shit? That's my opinion. Who gives a shit? I think news is kind of boring. Look, listen. If you guys are not even watching BBC News or Sky News or CNN, the fuck you're looking at crypto news? It makes no sense, right? Because the market's going down. The news is this, right? Market's going down. Everybody's gonna shit down. Don't fucking buy anything. That's it. End of story. End of segment. I can do that every single day, and that's the news, really. In terms of following Celsius, in terms of following all these little bits and bobs, I think it's a waste of time, in my opinion. Who's really listened to it, right? Again, it's my opinion. So if anyone has a difference, if they're offended by it, I'm sorry that you're offended by my opinion. You know, fuck off. Really, what can I say? If you don't need to listen to it, but in my opinion, really, it's literally the news is one of those things that you've got a BitBoy, right way. That's it, BitBoy. Yeah, BitBoy. He was a very news heavy orientated guy. Superman was a very news heavy orientated guy. If you remember back in 2017, 2018, he got fucked over the SEC because he was like, buy this, buy that, buy this, right? Trader NJ does it differently. He does the news, but he also does like TA, the technical analysis. I believe that he's shifting more into technical analysis because he's maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I know he's doing the news as well at the same time. I believe that he might be doing the technical analysis along with the news together. So I think that's a very smart way of doing it and dealing with it. Because in that perspective, right, you are showing your skills on both sides, fundamentally and technically. So shout out to NJ as well. So I think he's doing good as well. So good for him as well. In terms of technical, who's your best technical guys you guys have? Haven't got Scott Melker interview with Ran, but going to have to listen about his 100 million lunar loss. Scott Melker, he's a DJ, wasn't he? He was a DJ, and like again, he was another guy on Twitter in 2021 got fucked over with this whole like buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that, and the market was going down. Dumped his coins on his followers multiple times. There you go. You know, that's bro is a scam. Yeah, I mean, that's crypto for you. You know, it's yeah. Like hey pirate, how you doing? You right there? In silico, I've never. Isn't it the guy for the moon? He does a lot of the moon stuff as well. SC's the king, man. Carl Dupes, Eric Crown is okay. You guys are giving me some good names here. This is good for me as well. 360 Trader, okay, cool. Carl Dupes, I haven't checked him out. Chase is good as well. Chase is really good as well. Shout out to Chase as well. He has a VC and always shows his bag. Yeah. EXO is one of the. He's a very macro guy. EXO is a very macro guy. He will swing shorts and swing long, but he will do it with size. So shout out to him. Rec Proof, SC, EXO, and Dank. Thank you, Saran. Really appreciate that, man. In Silico Bunker, footprint. Yeah, footprint and market profile guy. That's it. Yeah, someone else does the move. I don't know who he is. I think the thing is like the footprint is something I don't really understand, so I don't have a say in that, to be honest, right? But it's definitely something I would like to look into. And the Bitcoin census. Interesting. Conquer Crypto Crow's good as well. FMG is sick. FMG is fully underrated. NL says Dank, EXO, SC, NJ, Jim Talbot, and BTC Charlie is the ones I watch the most. BTC Charlie is good as well. You know what? I'm gonna plug BTC Charlie in. Right? Let me plug him in because I feel like he's very, very underrated as well. And there's another guy called Crypto Shadow. Those two are very underrated. So do me a favor, guys. Right? Show some love to my man. You see, I've got Layer Doctor right here. I was watching this, the fucking thingy. So let me go to YouTube. So we got BTC Charlie. Shout out to Charlie and the Charlotte Factory. That's the guy. He's underrated as well. He's a very good lad as well. And you got this guy, Crypto Shadow, and it's this bloke here, right? This one here. He's also underrated. He's very, very good when it comes to alts. Fucking king shit. So shout out to those two guys as well. Plug them all both in as well. So that's it. So best TA is Eric Crone. Oh, so okay, Eric Crone. Let's have a look at this guy. Technical analysis. How to apply it, how to actually make money in leverage trading. Okay. It's very fucking active as well. Alright, I'm gonna give this guy a follow too as well. I'm gonna check him out. I have to check him out as well. And all the other ones that you told me, I want to check these boys out as well. Also look at altcoin kids. Oh, you guys are fucking mad, man. You're sending me loads of shit. Right, so car crypto. Hey, bro, that's you. Sick guy. Footprint in Silico. Did you manage to see the BTC high block? I haven't yet. Like, I've got work going on at home. I think, I'm no offense to you, bro, but literally, like, I've got a lot of things on my plate at the moment. So I've got renovation going on. So the high, I mean, I do have the fucking, I do have it here as a tab. So I'm meaning to get to it. I haven't got around to it yet. So honestly, what I did find out yesterday night as well, if you go to Academy, right, and then this liquidation level, they do free Academy right here, so you can actually, you yourself can actually go and learn it as well and just read it out, read about it as well. There's a lot of information that I just don't have the time, in all honesty. So they got all these net position heat maps, open interest profile, and you can actually go and check it out and see if you like it. But for me personally, I don't have the time. So if you're asking me to actually check it out and you can ask me every day, it's not going to work out for me. Only because I've got bigger fishes to fry at the moment. I've got that renovation to sort out. I want to get this done in the next 2 weeks itself, and then I'm also trading at the same time and doing the stream. So my plate's full at the moment, because I also want to get the education content coming out. So which will then be after the whole renovation stuff. So if you're waiting for me, it's gonna be a while, to be honest. I can't give it to you right now. Denk is always on point. Thank you so much for that, Ferp. Trader Denk is great. You should check him out. Do you know what? I heard that guy is kind of sick, you know. He's an interesting character. I heard he's a crackhead as a motherfucker, though. Also, look at Altcoin Kid. Let's have a look. Altcoin Kid. I like that name, though. It's a very interesting name. Is that on Twitter? Altcoin Kid? Look who comes up, big boy. Rainer Tio's Pewtier. I learned from him watching his videos when I didn't do anything. Bless him, man. Nobody's talking about SC. Yeah, nah. The people are talking about SC. Everyone knows SC is going to be king. Coins Kid, that's it. Coins. This guy here. Oh, he's very active as well. Cool. I'll give him a follow as well. Let's see. Is that the same guy that I know on Twitter? I'll follow him on Twitter. Okay, I'll follow him on Twitter. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's a very interesting geezer as well. Yeah. Shout out to him as well. SC's obvious choice, that's why. Yeah, SC's fucking king. Every influencer that isn't involved in a resale is good. In a pre-sale is good. So Yardi's saying, sub to trader SC is paid thingy. Paid thingy. I haven't heard the word thingy in a word. Yardi, you're from the UK, aren't you? Thingy. If you're using thingy, you're definitely from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Page thingy on his website, and his thingy is absolutely useful. This and his private Twitter. Yeah, man. I think SC is good. He's a solid guy, man. I follow shit traders just to screenshot them and slam them later. Have you ever followed Francis Hunt, the crypto sniper? Nah. The freaking thingy on Twitter. Let's have a look. Francis Hunt. Crypto. Fuck off. Come on, man. Crypto sniper. This guy here. Have a quick look. There's a lot of bullshit here, to be honest. There's not much. Okay. A lot of information there. Damn. Oh, that's from his read. I can't say Musa, honestly. Material wise, he's got, like, I'm plugging in the guy's freaking pay group now. I don't know if this is legal. So material wise with Trader SC, he does his charts, his explanations, he does his outlooks as well. Like obviously, like what I'm saying, I'm not saying I'm there. So he does his outlooks, he does his charts. I'm in his pay group. I don't really use it that much, to be honest. I do my I check out what his public thing is. Maybe once in a while I'll have a look at his private group. I haven't gone in his private group for a little while, to be honest, in all fairness. So I really can't say. So Yeah, I know he's got a concept page as well where he can actually, you know, like there's a page of concept in there. I can't tell you, but you can check it out though. It's like I think it's $100 for a month. Check it out for the first month. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's entirely up to you there as well. And Vegeta, yeah, definitely Vegeta. No one's saying Vegeta in it. But yeah, man. So let's fucking get this work, man. Let's get this work and get this money, man. We need to get this money today. So what's going on with crypto? Crypto has been dumping, right? So we're now 2.43% below the daily open. So what's happened now? If you can see over here. So do you remember last last week's Monday's range, the one in red here? So we've come into the Monday's range. To me, we still got the 22.5k, and I'm still looking for this something like this, right? I mean, look. In terms of bearishness, let's just start drawing some lines and shit, okay? And then we can talk about this, right? So we got fucking last week's high, the 75% of the range, right? We got the fucking that's 4 hours. I don't need 4 hours. 1 hour. Let's squeeze all this in and let's do this out. Alright, cool. So we got. I'm gonna clean this all up for you, right? So last week's high, right? We got the mid range for last week. And then we got last week's low, right? That's the range everyone understands. And then we're gonna fit in the 25% and the 75%, okay? And we're gonna try to make money through it either way, up or down, X, Y, and Z, and we're gonna play this quite smart, okay? So we know that. We also have this key level here. What is this key level? That's last week's Monday's range, right? So we're just doing Monday's high and Monday's low. That's it. Nothing else, nothing too complicated, right? Actually, you know what? Let's change the color. Keep it nice and simple, right? Without fucking complicating the shit, because we need to start working out how we're gonna play this game if we were to go lower or higher, right? And where we're looking to expecting a bounce in X, Y, and Z, okay? And then I'm just gonna make one more color, right? Just for the sake of it, which is the weekly range, right? This is the weekly key range which we're playing in, all right? So we need to start watching all these levels, level by level, all right? So now, if I just remove everything else. Now it makes a little bit more sense, okay? So Bitcoin, what is the Bitcoin view? So obviously what we discussed yesterday, nothing's changed. We got the high of last week. Nope, I made this pink. I don't know why I'm using pink lately, but yeah, it is what it is now. We got the high of last week, the high of last week, and we got the mid range, okay? Cool. All we've done, we take out the stops, we took it one more time, and that was a stop run of this high, and we broke down. Once we broke down, we're coming back to 75% of the range, coming back to the mid range, right? Along the way to the mid range, we start working. Because remember, we talk about level to level. The level to level key, right, is this. This is a range bound environment. Okay, we can agree with that. Why? Because we're still capped within this whole block. We haven't broken out. Until we're breaking out, it's still range bound in this area. Okay, that's the macro thing. Well, not macro. I can't say that. But that's the bigger picture that we can see on the hourly. Okay, nothing else too special about that. Then along the way, as you're going down, it's like picture this way, right? So no matter which direction you're going. If you're going up, or if you're going down, or you're going up, right, for example, right, you're going to have obstacles. Obviously, we know the obstacles are level to level, which is 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, and 0%, okay? We know that. These are obstacles, right? These are the main things. They're like checkpoints, okay? The checkpoints is where you take your profit. You're going to have to take your profit at checkpoints, otherwise you're just going to bend yourself over, and it doesn't look good. So that's number one. Number two, along the way, either up or down, right, whichever way you're going, you're gonna have little like pit stops, right? Pit stops, think of it this way, like if you're traveling from Birmingham to freaking Glasgow in Scotland, it's a long ass drive, it's a 5-hour drive. Not many people is willing to do the 5-hour drive in one go, to do it as a one completely nuke up or down. They're gonna actually take little stops, and the little stops are these little key areas we're talking about. See, so we got the weekly range, last week's Monday's high, mid, and low, okay? So which means that at every little pit stop we're going to have, right, you're going to have some sort of resistance, which is a resting point. Okay, it's going to be a resting point, and then all you got to do then from there is see if we reclaim to go bullish, or do we lose this level to go bearish. Does that make sense there? Does that make a bit of sense there? I think I'm just kind of fucking, yo, Anglio, what's going on, brother? Nah, you're never late, man. You're always here, man. If you're here, you're fucking here, man. My guy. Shout out to Anglio. You know what? I'm plugging Anglio in, right? Anglio is a good friend of mine. If you type in crypto Anglio, right, this is my guy over here. Let me delete this. So give him a follow as well. He's a big man on NFTs, man. Big man on NFTs. Fucking, he's a sick guy. Love him as well. He's got his own Discord group. It's apparently locked at 1208 members. Fucking that Anglio. You're not gonna make this. You're not gonna let another 48 people in. Come on, Anglio. Don't fuck us up here. Let my guys in, man. Right, there's 60 people here. Let 60 man. Let these 60 man go in, man. Make it 1268. Just for me. Nah, I'm messing. But yeah, give him a follow as well, man. Good lad as well. Really, really good guy. Like like I said to you guys, or to all of you guys, if ever you guys want to jump onto the stream on Saturday, all time high, you want to get baked, you want to get licked off your face, you want to get fucking high on cocaine, or don't shoot heroin. Well, if you are gonna do heroin, just don't say it. Whatever you do, just fucking jump on a Saturday. We're gonna chill out, okay? So anyone who's actually interested in it, give me a shout, send me a DM on Twitter, and we can sort this out, man. So I need to update it, is because it's below 1K now. Why are you kicking people out? Fucking Anglio's getting angry in it. Let the community and show some love, sick guy Nick. But yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, Bitcoin. Control Z. No. There we go. So that's what we're looking at, right? So does that make sense though? Like you're looking at these pit stops and seeing how they're reacting. So then you're gonna work at other levels, right? It's all alpha stuff I'm giving you out over here. So if I delete all this, right, and we need to start looking at where are we at, right? It is the beginning of the month. Monthly open is approximately. Let me have a look. Purple. Fucking hell, I don't even know where monthly open is. Slow, yeah, that's it. The monthly open is right over here. Okay, that's the monthly open. Okay. Now, to be bullish, right? I'm gonna straight up say this right now, right? In terms of being bullish, right? This monthly open has capped the market, right? It's capped the market many times on several occasions. We got up, got below it, come back up, stop run, and then we made a lower high, and up we go, right? And then we shut back down. Okay, there was several opportunities to actually enter in, which is why I put my stop loss above Monday's high, playing it a lot more lower, because I thought the high for the month so far is in, especially for the week, and I'm so far I'm in the green. Okay, I took a loss on half an hour, which kind of shit. Fucking hate fucking losing. But we'll find another way. So I have to kick some inactive chaps. Too many people. Yeah, it's true, man. Too many people leaving crypto at the moment. This bear market, it's affecting a lot of people. But do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you, Anglio. And I don't know when you started. When did you start in thingy in crypto? Because one thing I've noticed, right, the ones who stay into crypto now, right? And look, how many people do we have here? Let me get this correctly. We got 62 people here, right? And I'm gonna be honest with you. You started 2017, so you understand how it is. That bear run that we had in 2018 was fucking horrendous. It was horrible. And I tell you something, and I think Anglio Morningstar started in 2020. What about you guys? Where did you guys actually jumped in? Take care, bye. Good luck with work. Don't work too hard, right? And make sure you have, you look after your ribs as well. Yeah, nothing to do. So 2020 from Lone Wolf. Do you have any positions open right now? Yeah, I've got a short open right now, which I took a short around the monthly open with a stop loss up there, and playing it back down to this level here. I'm targeting this area first. Well, and then break it down and see if we come back down here. I like to see us retest this area of consolidation over here, at least, at very minimum. But we'll talk about the plans in terms of a short in just a second there. So Guna started 2021 last year, Robin's 2021, Joel P's 2017, Gus is 2020, Elijah's 2021 before the crash. Fucking hell, a lot of you guys joined in 2021 and 2020. I was in the same breakdown, not gonna lie. Boredom, not gonna lie. Almost quit myself, but I still knew this is the best way to get rich. Anglia's fucking saying it straight up. April 21, I think GP 21, fucking Genesis 21 as well. Fucking Joel Farrell's 2017. This is OGs. We got a couple of OGs here though. Shout out to these OGs. Sorting out the drinks in the warehouse and listening to the stream. Great stuff, man. Appreciate that, Rain. So Dank is on 2020 now. What's up, Derry? How you doing, brother? Carl 21. Now the key is right, and I'm sure people like Joel Farrell and Joel P and even Anglio can even confirm this, right? Is that we joined in 2017, right? We watched the bull run. It was the most epic fucking bull run ever, right? And yeah, he knows about the gods. He was telling me about the gods. I didn't know anything about the gods. Pirates, yeah, pirate. Don't show off, man. 2011. We know you bought Bitcoin at $4. But was that 2015? Shit, this is OG. I got into crypto in November 21. you know what? Should I get high a little bit? Not high, but like, should I just smoke a little bit? Fucking just chill out a little bit. Because I'm loving the vibe that how we're all just fucking into this today. And we're gonna make plans and shit. We're gonna actually. Ooh, by the way, guys, I tell you something though. I got a new fucking grinder. Let me show it to you. Where's my grinder? A new fucking grinder. This is a gift, man. My brother actually bought this for me. He came round the other day. He was giving me a hand, and he was like, he's like, bro, why you? So basically, this is my old grinder. You can see all this fucking crystals that's all there in it, right? Fucking a lot of crystal. I'm gonna use that. I'll probably use it for fucking for a barbecue or some shit. But basically, I'm gonna make a small one. No, not a fatty one. No, not a fatty. I gotta fucking focus on it. But basically, I'm using this one. I got this from college, innit? Not college, from uni. I got this from uni. I've been using it for years, and it gets sticky and shit. So you got to clean it with isopropyl alcohol. Where is that fucking grinder? I gotta use it. That's pissing me off a little bit now. I swear to God, I had it yesterday. Sorry, guys. Sorry for this fucking grinder. Ah, it's behind my phone. Yeah. So, literally, right? My bro goes to me, bro, what kind of grinder do you have in it? I'm like, well, what's wrong with it? He goes, that's fucking shit. So he bought this for me, right? This one's called Masterdam, right? It's a company from Amsterdam, right? And this is fucking mad. I show you, it's got metal fucking teeth and shit in it. So like fucking metal teeth and shit. And then like there's another compartment over here where your stuff goes inside. I won't say anything, like your tobacco and shit goes inside. And it's got a filter, and it is a fucking piece of equipment though. I ain't gonna lie to you. So shout out to Masterdam. Like fucking sick little piece of equipment there. But most expensive weed I ever bought is Silk Road. Fucking hell. How much was this? Dank is rolling 1-2. Fucking Dank. If Dank is rolling 1-2, I'm fucking rolling 1-2 then. Fuck this shit. One second, guys. Problem is, there's a lot of spinny shit in it. I'm just gonna make this a very, very tiny one. A small little one, you know, and then little ones, just to get you on a level of buzz in it. Because I'm vibing off you guys today, man. There's so many mans here from 2020, 2021. And oh yeah, I was saying about the OGs in it. The thing is, right, when you fucking when you're in crypto, and a lot of people, Anglia was saying a lot of people are leaving in it. I want to ask you, have you ever used MA or EMA? I don't, bro. I don't really use the EMA and MA stuff. In all honesty, what I do use is just literally price action. You can use the EMA. I think the best ones to use is 921 on the I think the 921 and 50. I believe, right? They're very good to actually use as well, but I don't really use it. I did try to use it when I was in the early days. The problem is that to me it's like it becomes too much. It's like too much because you're trying to focus on price action, and then like I'm catching better price entries than the MA stuff as well. So they complementary, but for me it's like I know where better price action is going to be at. But yeah, we can talk about EMAs and MAs. I mean, the one I'm using right now is a 200 weekly EMA. The 200 weekly EMA, like we're above it right now, so it's coming at support. So as long as the daily close, we'll talk about that in just a moment. As long as the daily close is above the 200 weekly EMA, yeah, I think EMA, we're good. We're good to go, which makes me think that we have more of a run to go up. How high up? 26, 28? Do we get to 30? We don't fucking know. We'll work it out. Let's go more. Let's spark this shit up, right? But yeah, let me fucking chat to you guys while I'm sparking this up. So, one thing, a huge advice, and I'm sure the Joel brothers, Joel P and Joel Farrell, and even Anglo can actually confirm this as well. This is a small one, not a big one. Yeah, one thing that they can, I'm sure they can confirm, is that if you stick in crypto throughout the bear market completely, you will come out, right? Well, you will enter positions on a massive motherfucking swing trade with such a good entry, better than everyone else. Because look at you guys when you entered in 2020, 21, right? Didn't you enter in a little bit late? Some of you guys entered in May, some of you guys April, some June, January, whatever. But if you had stayed around and was involved in Twitter and all that stuff like that, you would have picked it up a lot more earlier. So you would have made these crazy 100x moves. So for example, like Floki, I talked about Floki. I made over 100x. I think overall I made about 90x or something like that in as an average. But I'm still holding about 20% of my flow key, right? Just for the next run, don't give a shit. But if you think about it, like from a 10k investment, 100x, well, 90x, what can I say? That money went. I'll be honest here, that money just went. Like I gave it to my mom, I gave it to everyone. I literally just gave it to everyone. I was like, yo, you know what? That's retirement money for my mom. Like, she's good now. She's blessed. Like mom is blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why she's in Mauritius at the moment. She's fucking chilling. My little sister. But it's like picking out the right coin in it. It's like I'm not saying stay with me and I'll teach you all these things and you get loads of 100x. I'm not saying that. That's entirely up to you. I don't need to sit here and give you a reason why you should follow me. Like I think I'm sick enough to say, for you to realize, this guy knows his shit. But if you stay in this bear market, whether it's the whole of 2022, the whole of 2023, and mid of 2024, so we're talking about 2 full years. Let's just say 2 full years of bear market we've got. Is it? But I'm telling you that you can enter in quite early and DCA at the right time when we're consolidation. If you guys remember yesterday, we talked about what I'm looking for, how I'm gonna be entering in, what kind of price action I'm looking for. If you can enter in then, you're fucking killing it. Trust me, you're gonna be laughing. You put like you put 1k, and you get like a couple of 100x's there. You're good. I know a guy. He put in what, 5 grand in 2019. 2019 he put 5 grand in there and he just held it. He held his shit, and he walked away with I think just over $500,000. I think like 600k, and he was so happy. And he's like, I was telling him, bro, you need to learn price action, this and that. And he said to me straight up, hey, I've got $500,000. I'm good to go for the next 10 years of my life. I use 50k every year. I'm good to go. And he's literally just chilling at home. He literally does nothing but chill at home. But shout out to him, man. And he doesn't want to learn TS. So it's not for everyone, which is understandable. So I'm here to help you guys as much as I can. Let's see what you guys are saying. Fucking, I've been chatting away too much. Jerry's got his. Put a coin in the bottom compartment. You're grinding some bud, mate. Yeah, 100%, laddie. Spot that shit. Bought a pot of gold, bag of pure THC dust off the dark web in 2011 for 180 BTC. Fucking hell, dude. That's some expensive weed days. I hope he get you high for the rest of your life, bro. But that's the thing is, bro. You're saying that not many people could have seen that Bitcoin at $1 or $5 or $10 was gonna be at fucking $60,000. I don't think it was imaginable. Like no one can fathom the idea. So it's fucking crazy though. Fucking dank. What's up, David? Morning. The best things happened to me the bear market. I'm down 10k from all time high, but yeah, the lessons you learn, Lone Wolf, is priceless. No one's gonna teach you this because like look, us as human beings, we're very one-dimensional, right? We live in a fucking 3-dimensional world, but we're very 2-dimensional, which means we're flat, right? So we just go linear, right? We'd never go up or down or in and out. We're just literally just one single line. We're a plane of line, and what that means in the way we see things, we're very linear, which means we either see things going up or we see things going down. We don't like to think outside the box. We don't like to expand and change our comfort zone. And that's the problem. The fact that you're here in the bear market right now, that shows that you're one of the very few people who's willing to grow and learn. It's like, yes, money is a big factor. I agree with you. But at the same time, the fact that you're in this game and you're playing this game and I need to get back to my gas guy a bit. But yeah, you're in this game that and you're like, look, we're doing this day trades. We're playing up and down, up and down, up and down. So when it does come up and up and up, we play the continuation game, right? Well, that's what SC does. He likes to play the continuation play, which basically means if we break out on the upside, you keep playing on the upside. You keep playing that breakout. When we start flipping downwards, you play the range what he would like to do, you play the downside game all the way down, like the breakout, the downside. What I'm showing you is both. Literally, I'm combining that. Look, price is always in a range. We go up and down, up and down, up and down. Right? We're capped at both sides. We can play money on both sides of the market. Not a big deal, right? And when the continuation comes in, we play the continuation game. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, where did you get the grinder from? He bought it from Amazon, actually, I believe. I can tell you which one it is. One second. Amazon. All right then. So let me just bring this up. So yeah, if you type in Masterdam, I'll tell you which one he got. He got me this one. That's the one that he got me. It's a fucking sick good grinder. Really good grinder. It's like $18.95 now. So yeah, it's got Masterdam grinders, premium large 2.5-inch herb grinder with micron screen, 4-part gunmetal. I love gunmetal. Gunmetal is a really cool color, I gotta say. So that's the one he got me. Bear market is the best thing I can have. I really think that you can make more money in the bear market, in my opinion, because the bear market lasts longer, right? In the bull market, you're spot buy. Most people are spot buying, and the problem is when you're spot buying, right? Let me close this down. And the problem is when you're spot buying, right? So price goes up, it plays around, and it goes up again, and it plays around, and it goes up again. But what I'm saying is that if you leverage, right? Like if you're able to leverage, you can play the up move, the breakout move, the consolidation move, and the breakout move again, and then again the consolidation move, and you just play in and out, in and out, in and out until you just fucking it's time. You say like, you know, I'm bored of this. I'm gonna go home and fucking shag my bird or some shit like that, or probably bust a nut, and then you do your thing in it. 350. Joel got 350 BNB at $5.70. Fucking sick guy. My guy Joel. Yeah, no, BNB is gonna be a big one in the next one. These exchange coins are gonna be massive in my opinion. Snazzy says that's awesome. You were able to do that for all your level one. What's your thoughts on SHD? What's SHD? Is that a coin? What do you think about ETC after ETH goes to proof of stake? To be honest, I don't know what the fuck is ETC about. Nadia, I'll be honest here. A lot of people was asking me about ETC, chug ETC. I have no fucking clue what it does. So, Ethereum Classic, that's what I know. That's all the name. But Ethereum is the king. That's the main one in it. So you want to play Ethereum, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on what happens. Look, it's gonna be like this, right? Like with all alts, no matter what you're looking at, if the market's bullish, it's gonna go up, right? If the market's bearish, it's gonna go down, right? So which means that you play the move either way, and just be safe. That's what it is. That's the really thing. Your lungs are screaming for help. Yeah, dead. Bro, I smoked too much lately. Biggest X was on Super Farm. Oh, you got into Super Farm at 5 cents to $4.50. What a geezer. That's a big one. Fair play to you, my brother. I put 15k into the market of 2020, and he went to 180k. Lost most of it on paper, but already to do 10x in the next run. Big man thing. I really appreciate that, man. That's good. There's no spot and no leverage. And see, look, 15k to 150k. Like we've seen SC do 10k to a million. I'm not saying we're gonna be able to do 10k. I don't think I can do 10k. I don't have the ability, right? I don't think. I've never tried it. Because I don't have the patience to sit on the screen all day. Literally, he must have been watching that screen for 30 days every single day. Because that's nuts. Because there's got to be a scalps and day trades and swing plays all in one. So to do that, it's a very tough game. It's like, but what I can say to you is that if you can make 1k to 10k quite easily, quicker than a spot than the bear market than explain the bear market, and you can make that 1k to 10k quite easily. So like when I draw these plans in it, these plans are all there for free for you guys to follow. So you guys have the ability to make money for free off me here. I'm not charging you anything for this for the YouTube or the time or whatever. But what I'm saying is that we can make the game. The game is it's just a game, man. Like how many of you guys play video games? SHD is a layer 2 protocol built off the secret network. The reason I'm interested in it is because the network is built to be private. See, privacy didn't have much of a run in 2020 and 2021. I was expecting privacy to have a run. The barometer for me was LTC because he was a privacy coin. Not privacy coin. It was it had something to do with privacy or whatever. I had a big bag on LTC, I'll be honest with you, and it was very poor. I mean, I bought LTC at $50, just under $50. It went to about, I took some profits at 200, took some profits at, I think, I can't remember, but it didn't make much of a gain for me. It was the shittiest thing ever. But I think privacy going forward in 2024 is it could be a very big thing. Why? Because look at all this regulation shit. This whole regulation thing is coming to a point where we need some sort of privacy. Decentralization was decentralization was about privacy. It's like it's what you do is like your wallet address is your wallet address. If it's OX45177, OX45177 could belong to anybody, right? We don't know who it belongs. Only the person who owns it and who actually shared that wallet knows who that belongs to. So that's like, in a way, it's on its own privacy. Modeno didn't do much of, that's the thing. I think privacy will have to have its run. That's a sector there that will have a massive run coming up in the 2024 run, I believe, in my opinion. So SHD, I am gonna check this out right now. Actually, let me delete this. Loki SHD. Oh, thingy, freaking Shade Protocol. Yeah, Shade Protocol was fucking. I'll be honest with you, right? Someone approached me about this on a fucking on a private sale. Never actually went into it. Kind of sucked. But I don't know what the private sale was, so I didn't really get into it, involved that much on private sales and shit like that. But anyway, so I mean, looking at Shade Protocol, you can look at it this way. It's good. There's a downhill move there. All we're doing right now, right? It's been bearish. We're now having some sort of consolidation in this area here. So it's consolidating. Now, just looking at this off the line itself, this is the range low, right? We're now and that's the range high in my opinion. Oops. That's the range high. Okay, makes sense. And as you can see, high, low, then we go to the mid range, and then we come back down to deviation, 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 and we've stepped into the range low. As long as it holds the range low itself, which is about, I'd say, approximately $12.49 kind of thing. That's the range low. 11.55. I may be wrong. 11.68. I think 11.68 is the range low. Then I'll play to a minimum of this, right, of this bear market to the mid range. But if we're to break above and hold above this and do bullish market structure, I'll be like, yeah, next target's this one. Then we go to here. Then we go to here, and then we start to take these highs and then this high there. So that's how I'll be looking for Shade Protocol. It's a layer 2. Which is Shnazzy's passing on to me as well. Don't know much about it, but I can have a look at it as well. Thanks for blocking that shit, Vegeta. Appreciate that. They're developing a stablecoin that's pegged to an array of global assets, including gold and BTC. That's an interesting one, Shnazzy. Shout out to fucking Shnazzy, man. What's your Twitter account, man? I want to plug you in. Bro, I prepare my plans for triggers and wait for entries while playing on my PS. What a fucking geezer! What a geezer! I got 2 PlayStation here, right? Literally 2. I'll show you. That's fucking 1. I've got 2 PS5s in the house, right? Because I'm doing renovations. I've got 1 here, literally. That's 1 there, right? And that goes to the fucking it's got dust here because obviously I was in working renovation. In the living room, and I've got another one plugged into my computer. I'm not gonna unplug it anyway. I've got 2 of them as well, so fucking dumb, but bull market money. What can I say? Need to give me a PS5 before the GTA 6. Sick guy. All right, so what's up, Derek? Everything all right? Do you know what? I bought the PS5, the first one. But so this one that I just showed you, right? I just showed you in case you guys thinking dank lie, isn't it? Nah, that's 1 PS5 here. Let me get the other PS5. Because I don't like people calling me a liar. I ain't no fucking liar. Like this. 1 second, guys. There we go. And here's my second PS5. I got 2. Literally got 2 PS5s. 1 there. There. And then 1 here. Voila! That's my 2 PS5s there. Shout out to PlayStation, man. They're fucking sick, they are, I gotta say. So, just showed you that Dank doesn't fucking lie. When I say shit, all the crazy stuff that I tell you is actually true. It's like some of the stories I've told you guys or whatever. Trust me, it's fucking true. Some of the dumb shit I've done is all fucking true. The story about the gun thing, that's true. The story about the piercing thing is true. Literally, it is what it is. Yeah, and I bought one for my nephew. Bro, I actually bought 4 PS5s extra. I gave one to my nephew. I gave two to my to 2 different cousins. I gave one to well, the little cousins. They're not really cousins. They're like nephews, really way, but they're like cousins in the family way. And I gave one to thingy to who did I give the 4th one to? Fuck knows who I gave the 4th one to. Oh, a guy called Osama. No, not Osama bin Laden, right? Like, he's fucking dead apparently. I don't believe he's dead, but I think he's alive. But I got a friend called Osama, and he'd been wanting to get a PS5 for his little brother as well, and he just couldn't get it. And he was telling me, I remember he was telling me, he phoned me up. He said, "Bro, like, if you know a guy who's selling PS5, give me a shout." I'm like, "How much are you willing to spend?" And he goes like, "Bro, I don't want to. I can't spend more than 650 quid." And the PS5s like on the market that was going, they were like 809 quid. So I go to him, I say, "I don't worry about it. Like, if I find something, I'll shout you." So I got one for him as well, and I just gave it to him. I said, "Just tell your brother it's you, right? It's yours. Like you gave it, not it didn't came from me." And so fucking yeah, it's nice when I go down to see Osama once in a while. Whenever I go down and I see little brother play it, it just makes me happy. I'm like, yeah, like I did a good thing. And like, dude, you know what? Fuck this, right? What we could do, right, in the future, I'll fucking give giveaways of PS5s and shit. Let's do this. What? Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, right? This is not a bad idea. Tell me what you think, right? As a community, I want this before we actually go fucking dive into it, because we have to get to work, man. Because we're just chatting away here. What I want to do is like I'm looking to open up a private group, right? And I'm not too sure how I'm gonna run this, how this is gonna be, but it's gonna be like the YouTube, but bigger and better. There's a lot more to it as well. There's a lot more content. There's a lot more me time, 1-to-1 I can give you guys and whatnot. And what I would do is there's a mind that comes to me. It's like, listen, I would love to fly one of you guys over to the UK, to London, for example, and you do a weekend in London with your girlfriend or whoever, or your boyfriend, whatever, and or just on your own, innit? If you want to do a little, don't want to tell the missus about, yeah, I'm going to London, do a little thing in it. So just do your thing. So what I'm thinking of, like, flying one of you guys over to the UK, right, to London, and then what we could do, like what I'll do on on a Saturday or a Sunday, for example, is come down, see you, we spend the whole day together, blah blah, and just do shit, ask me questions, and like it's literally a 1-to-1 thing, like once a month kind of thing. Or we just do a fucking PS5 giveaway, whichever we want. No, like I'll pay for it. It'll be one of those ones. Like, I'll pay for the tickets. I'll give you spending money. I'll pay for fucking like your food money and stuff like that. I'll give you a cash. I'm like, here you go. It's via crypto. We'll draw it out, blah blah. Pay for your tickets, blah blah, and come down. And that'll cover your hotel, this and that. Come down to London for a weekend. It'll be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and just fuck off home, innit? Because like, obviously you got shit, or a PS5 giveaway. Either one, I'm happy to change someone's life one way or another. So I don't know. We'll see. These are ideas. So yeah, fucking PS5. A PS5 giveaway will be cheaper, right? I'll be honest with you. A PS5 giveaway. How much is a PS5 going for now? Right now, fucking hell. We're supposed to talk about crypto. We're talking about PS5s and shit, man. We have lost the fucking plot today. I ain't gonna lie to you, guys. Dank has weed and me does not go together. Let's go to eBay. PlayStation 5. I'm buying a PlayStation 5 every month by the looks of it. How much is a PS5? They're not that bad though. 550 as a disc console. I don't know if it's legit or something like that. I need to go down and pick it up, kind of thing, and then send it out to you guys. They're going for 550, £600. £600 is cheaper than flying someone from freaking America, to be honest. And then giving you guys to like spending money and shit. This one looks legit because it's got his fucking name. 570. Do you know what? I fucking probably will do a PS5 giveaway. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I live in London. So Gruner, Gruner, you can have both then if you're in London. You can have the PS5 and I'll come down and we'll just go out for a meal, innit? I'd rather hang with Dank, and I don't need a flight, only 2 hours from London. Bruv, then you can have both then. You can have a PS5 and a flight, and you get the chill. Derry, you're from Nigeria. So if you want to meet me, there's no PS5 because I gotta fucking I gotta do one or the other. Is this a crypto channel or a guy chatting madness? Is this guy chatting madness, bruv? Chris, trust me. If you're looking for crypto, I think you came to the wrong channel. I'm scamming everyone on PS5s and shit. Oh shit, why am I putting myself big? I'm in New York. I would love to visit the side of the pond one day, but there's nothing good in the fucking UK. UK is shit. Let's be honest. Anyone from the UK, let's be honest, right? We big up the UK. We say it's sick and all that shit, but well, it's fucking crap though. Like, what is there? Fucking at least if you go to America, there's a lot of shit there. And speaking English, the girls are on it. You know what I'm saying? I know this on first-hand experience when I went to Mexico. They were really. I'm not saying like I was with every girl and whatever. I'm just saying like they really the Americans love the accent. I don't know what it is. PS5 on a dating site all day. I moved away 12 years ago and would never live back there. But from UK, yeah. UK, it's all fun and games and shit, but it's true. Cass saying is pissing all the time, man. So yeah, fucking Chris, let's do this, man. Put us back into the mode of fucking trading back in there. Let's do this now, all right? We're gonna fucking I need to get my levels back up. I lost all my levels and I'll start this. Here we go. So yeah. So if I go to the 1 hour, right there we go. That's what we're focusing on, right? So we talked about like fucking bullshit stuff. Anyway, we're gonna have to get back to working it. It's a shithole. Yeah, it's a shithole. Want to move to the Alps, ski life. Fucking Jordan, my guy. Joe was saying I'm coming back this year anyway to East London, Essex. Will you know? Been 3.5 years. Fuck, 3.5 years, bro. If you come down, give me a shout, man. I'll come see you. 100% the accent is just because like it's different from what you actually usually hear. But I tell you something though, Schnazzy, if you come to the UK, girls are gonna be on it with you, right? UK girls are fucking. I tell you something though, before we carry on, right? UK girls are very, very stuck up, you know. They think they're so sick, but they're fucking ugly though. UK girls are fucking ugly, man. They're butters as fuck. Like, which UK girl that you know is a sexy supermodel? The only one I can think of is Rosie Huntington Whiteley, and she's fit, but that's it. You know, does any of you guys know any fucking pretty, like, even the Asians or the whites or the freaking blacks and stuff like that? No offense and stuff like that, but I'm not saying I like fucking what do you call it? Just want one race. I'm just saying, it's not that bro, you're manky. You're manky, you know, you're just really nasty. But American girls, especially the California girls, LA, fucking hell, man, you guys are on it. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking train ride and shit you're on. Or fucking bukkake and whatever the fuck you guys do, man. Like, I know something about the LA girls. Like, my boy Jay, when I was in uni, and Ali, so Jay's from Cali and Ali's from Toronto. And they both said to me in the second year, they're like, listen, Z, if you lived in the UK, in the US, girls will go crazy over you. I'm like, what do you mean, man? I'm just a fucking brown guy. I don't think they like brown guys. They're like, nah, you're just a prick. They love pricks like you. Like, that's the thing is, apparently they do love pricks. And I'm just a full-on knob, you know? So, my girl is Mauritian. Reload fucking out. Mauritian. Shout out to Mauritian, man. Reload, where you from? Fucking mixing with the fucking people, man. I love that. I love when people mix in. It's all about the Asians, the Latinas, and the Middle Eastern girls. Jim, you are on something. I like that. Married to the Thai queen. Serious, man. Amazing people. 12 years together. Best. Fair play to you, man. Congratulations, Joel. I really appreciate that. That's really good for you, man. You're from Cambridge, so you're a white fella, right? Really, you're a white guy, right? Like, when I say white, like, to me, Cambridge, to me, is like, you're whiter than my fucking neon sign. That dang bit, right? And the fact that you're mixing with a brown girl, fucking salute to you, my brother. Our people are getting involved with the white community. And the white community is involved with the fucking Asians and the blacks and the Latinas and everyone else in the world. Fucking shout out to the fucking mixtures, man. We're making half-caste babies. We can't say half-caste, that's I think that's racist. We're making mixed-race babies and shit, man. Let's fucking go. This is a good year. From Newcastle originally. Bro, I've been to Newcastle once, right? You guys are proud people there. The Northerners are good people. Very, very kind, lovely people, man. I love these guys, man. I went to fucking Lancaster a couple of years ago. 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm outside. There's me and NJ, and there's another guy. There's 2 other guys that was with us as well. We're outside, helping. I went to go see a friend, and 2 o'clock in the morning. I jumped outside. I went for a cig, and no one smokes. It's just me. I'm smoking a cigarette, but they'll join me anyway. And literally, this old lady at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea why the fuck at 2 o'clock in the morning, an old lady is walking down the street. Maybe she's having a good time. It's a Friday night, so good for her. I'm really happy for her as well. But she walks past us. We had hoodies on, right? We had the hoodies on top of our head, like that halfway, or some of them had it over, like screw face and shit like that. And I don't do that stuff. I like it on the back of my head kind of thing. I don't know why, but it's like that. It feels nice on my ears. But and literally, the fucking lady, she walks past and she's like, "Evening, lads." And like, I'm from Birmingham, so we have more. We understand how it is. But the Londoners, this is shocking for them. They're like, "Why are you talking to me for?" And these guys are all from London, innit? And they were just confused as fuck. I'm like, bro, like, this is welcome to the north, innit? One day everyone's gonna look like Vin Diesel and BTC $100 billion. Yeah, dude, fucking we're mixing, man. I love that. You met my girl, yeah, I did. Yeah, she's Cypriot. You gotta come to South. So we got a South African mixing with a Cypriot. We got English mixing with a Mauritian. What else do we have here, man? What kind of mixtures do we have here? All right, back to work. Yeah, Tony, fucking yeah. Jesus Christ, man, guys, I'm so sorry about that. We are gonna get back to work now. Alright, cool. So Bitcoin. Bitcoin. What we're talking about Bitcoin. So yeah, we're talking about for Bitcoin in terms of like so what we said. I want to do the recap, the view all over again. British and Latino. Guys, let me focus. We'll talk about the Latina chicks at the end. We need to talk about that at the end. But like fucking Eva Longoria. Fucking hell. I had a mad crush on her. My first crush was Angelina Jolie. That Tomb Raider outfit when she wears that tank top, the fucking cami shorts, the gun on the side of her, and she had the fucking hair braided and a little flick in the hair. This dang is going reminiscing all the time now. But yeah, all right. So Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Yeah, Derry knows what I'm talking about. Derry exactly knows what I'm talking about. Charts, yes, charts. Fucking lost the plot. This is why I don't like smoking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But we have a bit of fun, but at the same time, there's nothing much going on at the moment. We're just holding this area here. So I thought, okay, I can actually have a little quick chat. But looking at, oh, dude, it's an hour and 30 minutes, man. Fucking hell, guys. Let's speed through this now. All right, focus, lads and ladies. All right, cool. So we're talking about Bitcoin. Right, so we've got range low, range high, right? This is last week's range, the range itself. And all we're doing is just playing in this range itself. Nothing too crazy about it. It's really simple as it is, right? What we got here is we're going to play this level to level. How do we play this level to level? Is literally, once we break down, right? So you see how we had a deviation there? That's resistance, deviation. There's a stop run off this. The moment we break down, already you know your hard stop is up here. We're playing level to level, 23.4, 22.4, then 21.6, and then we're looking at 20.7, right? These are the areas of these levels, okay? At the same time, right, we also got other things we need to worry about. What do we have to worry about? Well, these levels here. What's so special about these levels? Well, these levels here in blue, for example, that's last week's Monday's range, okay? Range high, that's the mid-range, that's the range low. Make sense? So what we've done is, we've never really done a consolidation over here, so I wouldn't mind coming back into here and consolidating above the mid-range and going back above. These are just ideas. I'm just throwing ideas, so you guys have to follow through, okay? So, yeah, I wouldn't mind that, because then you see this inefficiency here. That's been bugging me for a little while. You see, like, if you look here, right? Look at this bit here. This little area here, with inefficiency. And what happened is price start trading, grinding all this area here. And once we get above this area, bang, pops the motherfucker up, pop goes the weasel, right? Now, we got pop goes the weasel, but fucking the weasel needs to get smacked down, isn't it? Let's smack down. See this all again, another set of inefficiency. We need to start smacking it back down and grinding it back down lower, right? Which is why I don't mind if the monthly open is bearish for now. That's just a wick of the month, right? And then once we reclaim, let's make the fucking body expand up high. Does that make sense? Feeling a dip below 22k. To be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like for me, my shorts, my targets, right? It's quite extended over here. My shorts are literally the Monday's mid-range. That's where my shorts are. That's my targets. I believe SE was talking about 22k. It's off this high itself, right? Off, well, it's an SR really. If you look at this SR, there. In a way, is it? It's from this low here. Yeah. Well, in a way, it's an SR. No, it's not really, because we didn't really retest it anyway. But again, inefficiency is a problem. I think he's what 22k he's talking about. I'm looking for this area, mid range. Look, if we've come back into look, if we come back into this range over here, right? This range over here, this is Monday's range. You gotta ask yourself, the fuck you doing back in the range, right? So let me delete all this shit. We stop stepping back in, then we're breaking back down to this area here, at least to this. What is this? This is the weekly range. Remember the 4 weeks consolidation we had? We have a deviation. We get back up, and this is a deviation. Come back up there. We can retest this and hold, like a quick wick into here. I'd be quite happy just to run my take profit. And then if we do something like this, for example, right, come back down, hold it, right, grind back up, reclaim this. That's my confirmation. And I'm like, all right, then let's go up higher. Because what that is, that's the low, that's the higher high, higher low, higher high. I made a higher low, higher high. As long as this level holds, this level's got to hold for this whole higher low to be, for a bullish market structure to be intact. If we lose this level here, we've lost the fucking bullish market structure. Does that make sense to everyone? Right, before I move on. Because I'm actually speeding up a little bit here. So I just need to make sure that everyone's with me. No one's fucking left behind. And we're all intact. Maybe they don't give us a perfect retest. You're absolutely right, my bro. It's very, very possible, which is why. Thank you, LGM. Thank you, Cryptique. How are you doing, Cryptique? I haven't seen you for a while. Love chat, how you doing? Anyone wants to join this love chat? Don't bother. Let me fucking hide this user. Fucking pissing everyone off. But yeah, so and then so this is still the bullish market structure, and what we do, we just make we play the run. So if you don't want to trade this section over here, not a big deal. If you're not in the shorts there, not a big deal. We can work this out. How do we enter a trade for a short if you miss the short? That's the key. You will always see on Twitter that there are people that enter shorts over here, people enter shorts over here, people enter shorts over here, or even over here, for example. I enter shorts over here, to be honest, right? That's like off the monthly open. Just when we wicked into it and then come back over here, that's when I entered it there. And it had very, I didn't really have much of a drawdown. It just went down. Then you gotta look at it this way. Is that, well, hang on a second. I missed all this fucking move there. Now price is over here from there. I want to enter the short. I want to make some gains. How do I do it? But the key is patience, you motherfucker. Just chill the fuck out, right? Smoke up a split. Get a little tipsy. Chill out, right? Because there's always a trade at every single time frame. There's no rush in this, right? If you're rushing in this trading thing, you're just not gonna make it. You know, there's a YGMI, we're gonna make, or no, WGMI, YGMI. That's you gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Like, all this was a fucking bullshit stuff, right? That people talk shit. But listen, to make it, right, at anything, you need patience. So, for example, if someone wants to be a doctor, for example, right? You want to be a doctor. You gotta go through A levels. You gotta do you gotta spend years of studying and getting A's and stuff like that, right? Cool, you've done that. You go into college, right? You finish your college, smash your college, you get your A's, you walk out, go into university. Doesn't matter which university you go to, but you go to university to study medicine. Cool, congratulations, you're doing a very good job there. And you're still grinding. In the UK, it's 5 years, right? I don't know how it is. I think in America, pharmacy is 8 years, but in the pharmacy in the UK, it's 4 years. But you do medicine for 5 years, and after 5 years, you're not a GP. You're now a first year foundation student of a medic, and then you got to grind up to specialize. By the time you become a fucking GP, you're 35, 40 years old. Your fucking nuts ain't getting hard. You're fucking getting old and shit, and you fucking have no energy. You've gone fat, and I'm not, nothing wrong with that, but you've just got no energy. You just want to enjoy life because you're making good money, because you struggled all that years to make it where you are now, but you're 40. You know what I'm saying? But look at these motherfuckers from like the age of 15. Even these Asian lads, these Indians, man, they're fucking smart as fuck. But they're like, their parents are pushing them from the age of 6, 7, 8 years old, and they spent the next 20 years, 30 years of their life just grinding. Trading is the same thing. You gotta be patient. You want to grind, you can grind, no problem. But you've got to be patient. The key is patience. Don't have patience, you're gonna lose this game, right? How many of us lost patience when the market went down? We all lost it. I did. No one here can say they didn't lost it. Let's be honest. It's a very tough game. When it's a tough game, it's a tough game. End of the day, right? What's important is how do you get better? How do you improve yourself? The first key you need to do is improve your patience skills, right? If you're talking to your mum and dad in aggression, or you're losing your patience with your daughter or stuff like that, or your son, bruv, you need to get smacked the fuck up, right? Because this is gonna smack you up, 100%. Just chill out, take it easy. We're gonna make plans, okay? So we don't know what's gonna happen. To me, that's the bullish play. As long as this low holds, it's good. The moment we fucking lose this low over here, and we do something like that, off this low, off we go. Fucking, that's it. Game over. Lights out, motherfuckers. That's it. right? Because we're back into the weekly range, playing it back to mid-range, going to range low. You understand? I mean, a deviation is not a problem. I don't mind something like this, as long as this consolidation holds, right? And then once we reclaim here, and then the monthly opens over here, reclaim the monthly open, happy days. This is your confirmation if you want to play the confirmation game, and you still have entries upon entries upon entries. Literally, you can enter any part of the cycle you want to play. You have your invalidation, you play the invalidation game. So here, you could have entered here with a stop loss there. You could have entered here with a stop loss maybe over here. This is a consolidation about here. You could have entered here where I entered with a stop loss there. No problem. You could have entered here with a stop loss here, right? And you can still play it back to this. Well, it's not much of it. It's probably a 1 hour trade. But now we're at a key point. So now it requires a bit of patience. We talked about Monday's high, right? Monday's high is now holding a support. This is support. This is support. Ideally, it's going to be support. Do I long it now with a stop loss here or a stop loss here? Or the next stop loss will be probably around here. Do I long that now? No, I don't fucking do that. I take it easy. I look for what's available. What do we have now? So guys, I want you guys to tell me, right? We've done this many fucking times. Trading psychology, 100%. I've done this many times. When it comes to trading, right, on a Tuesday, what range do we use? Can anyone here tell me? And if you're lucky, you might get a PS5. I'm joking. Not yet. Front runner, just completely. Moving to London soon. Trading the sun. Oh, Joel P. I feel sorry, my bro. Being on vacay with the kids. How's the kids? And got the road. Oh, bless you. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're feeling better now. How's things going, like with the kids and yourself? And did the kids get any got corona as well? Monday. So there we go. Nick is fucking on it. Blank GK is on it. Derry's fucking on it. Let's do Monday's range now. Let's draw fucking Monday's range and see what's up. Okay. So Monday's range now. If I go on the 15 minutes, this is how we're gonna play this now. All right. So these levels have still stayed the same. They haven't changed. So it's exactly there, right? I'm just gonna move things around a little bit to the side. So it's kissed off this, right? So this is approximately Monday's range. Yeah, cool. All right. Right, cool. So Monday's range is, let's have a look. If I draw this out, this is the Monday's high, and this is, oh, I've got it. I had it over here. Okay, that's it. That's Monday's range. Let me use a different color. I'll use this as green. Let me just focus on. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let me focus on this. Delete everything off, and let's just start making a new plan with what's going on. Right. We're gonna focus on Monday. I think the focus on Monday's range is quite key right now. Okay. Playing the longs, and then we're gonna talk about the shorts. Okay. So Monday's range is quite small, actually, to be honest. So as we are aware, we got these key areas here, which we're gonna highlight. We know that's the weekly range high. This is the weekly 25% of the range, and this is the range low. Okay, that's all we're gonna focus for now because we're playing in this half, right? Same time, we've also know that this area here is last week's Monday's range, right? Range low. We've kissed off it. We've hold on to it. Happy days. It looks nice. Okay, cool. Let me just close this because I don't need this shit here, right? And I'm just gonna bring this in. What do we have here? We have Monday's high, 25% of the range, range low. Sorry, mid range. 75% of the range, and range high. That's all we have right here. Okay, cool. Happy days. If I close this all off, right, you can start seeing what's going on, right? Let me just bring this up like that. On the 10 minutes. Probably 10 minutes. Yeah, there we go. 10 minutes makes it a little bit more easier. So Monday's range was where? It's right here. That high, that low. Yeah, cool. Alright, cool. Can you see the PA how it's doing? Look at the PA right now. The PA is really simple, right? High has been capped. We don't need to worry about this. We're now going to focus on this area here, right? That's between the level to level. That's the 75% of the range and the mid range, right? That's the level here. We also got this level here. What is this? Last week's Monday's high. And then we've also got this area here, which is the Monday's range we're playing. Now, whatever the fuck he wants to do, if he wants to do one more stop run off to here, bounce off this, and do something like that, not a big deal, right? That's like a really sharp pullback we're talking about, right? If there's a sharp pullback back into the mid range, and then it, I'll be taking profits over here for the swing shorts I've got. Then the moment we reclaim the Monday's range, Now we know we have an invalidation. What's the invalidation? Is below I think in Monday's range, and we're playing it back level to. Actually, no, that's not right. Once we come back into here, we have an invalidation. We know we're wrong over here, completely wrong here. Okay, but the fact that we step back into Monday's range, right? The moment we step into Monday's range, we'll finally look support, support, deviation, bigger deviation. Is it a deviation or a retest? We don't know what it is. If we step back into the range, happy days, we can play the game. Now, if we step back in, I'll be looking to long again, and I have my stop loss over here, right? Because that's the deviation of Monday's range, right? And we come back into the range. Hold above it, off we go. Let's go to target 1, target 2. That's the mid-range. From there, if it breaks down, for whatever reason, I look to cut the trade because it's going to come back to 25% and the range low, okay? Now, if we reclaim the mid-range, right, we need to be a bit careful. Why do we need to be careful? Because we've got fucking this level here. What is that level? That level is the monthly open. So if you reclaim this level here, you can see if we come back into here, squeeze these highs over here, these highs over there, come back, and it can break down and go a lot more lower, right? Because then it just becomes, look, we have this is the weekly the monthly open, right? Sorry, let me do this, squeeze it, and then break down, all the way back down here, whatever. So you can see this. We had a deviation above there, resistance, deviation, deviation. I mean, it's getting lower and lower and lower, right? This could be another opportunity for shorts. If you want to go shorts, right, depending on how we play, you focus on Monday's range. The moment we step back into the mid-range and break down below, right? So if we do something like this, go back up, whatever it wants to do, the moment you step back in, do something like that, and that's your shorting opportunity. You put your stop loss above Monday's high, going above to 25%, then range low, and we're going to try and play it down to 22k, 21k, whatever the number I had there, okay? That's the play. But that's the thingy, the pullback scenario for a short. All right. Now, quick one in terms of I'm mixing this one in the ball in the run upwards. See you later, Lou Rock. Yeah. So if we reclaim this 25% range, right? Look, we could do something like this, right? We could come back into this, right? Let me delete this shit. We could do something like this. Come up there and break down. Do a stop run of this, maybe a stop run of that as well. I think that's very possible there. And then whatever the high is, that would be invalidation, playing it back down to mid-range down to 25% and range low. That's literally playing the range band game, whichever he wants to fucking do. Right now on the 10-minute, right, we've got 6 minutes to close, and we're coming into this. We're coming into it now. Do we close into it? If we close into it, it's now going to start giving me a trigger to enter the trade with a long over here. Does that make sense there? Everyone follow me on the bull run? Yeah, kids are good, thanks. They've had it before. Oh, bless them. Working on getting married. I hope your energy comes back as well. Look after yourself. Yeah, just like if there's anything I can help, give me a shout as well. I'm more than happy to help wherever I can as well. All right, Jordan. Thank you, Cryptigo. So that's the play on Monday's range. Now we want to play the breakout, right? And look, if this was the wick of the month, let's say this is the wick of the month, and we're looking for the body of the candle, right? No problem. Happy days, whatever. If this was the wick of the month, the moment we get back up and hold, right, and reclaim, this will start to give me some sort of trigger to say, okay, we've reclaimed Monday's low, because every time we get above it, we don't really hold it. We just get back down below it. We hold it briefly, but then we start making lower highs, stop run, and go a lot more lower. But if we start holding it, reclaim Monday's high, this would now start giving me a trigger for me to go back up, and this could have already been the wick of the month, and now we're playing expansion move on the upside. Obviously, we start playing targets, target 1 there, and target 2 over here, right? That's how we play it level to level. Breakout of last week's high, off we go, 26.8k, 28.6k. These are my next set of targets. Does that make sense, everybody? For the bull run, for bullish plan. So that's the bullish plan. Now the bearish plan, right, is this. Okay, and now I need to delete all this stuff, bring all these levels back up. Give me a second, guys. So I'm gonna bring this here. You won't. I'll have to move my head so you guys can see it. Right. There we go. Let's bring this up over here. Bring these levels there. Now let's just talk about. Let's talk about the bearish plan. Bearish plan. We know. Mother. That's high. 25%. Mid range. Range low. sorry, 25%, and that's range low. Okay, then we'll talk about this level here, Monday's high, right? Last week's Monday's high, 25%, mid range. Let me do that again. This high, 25%, mid range. There's a reason why I'm bringing all these levels here. You'll see. Because we're going to try and play it down the short way. And I'm just trying to understand how do we play this if the opportunity presents itself, okay? And that's the weekly range high. So let me just close all this. Now it's a lot more lines there, but bear with me, okay? The black line represents last week's high and low, okay? The blue line here represents the last week's Monday's range. And this orange line here represents that weekly range high that we've been playing for 4 weeks, okay? So what we're looking now, we know this is Monday's high, Monday's low of this week currently. If it wants to reject, I think the Monday's low is right here. Right. Here's Monday's low. I'll figure it out once again. First, yeah, it's right there. That's the afternoon. So yeah, this is Monday's low right here. Now, if price decides to come back into this, right, do this thing, come back into Monday's range, break down, will I short? Not just yet, because we've got this level here. This is the weekly mid-range. We can find some sort of consolidation here. The moment we lose this level here, this is now becomes, we lost the weekly mid-range. We're back into the range of from the last week's Monday's range, and we're now playing between the mid-range and the range high. And then I'll be looking for target 1, and then target 2. That's target 1, target 2, and then target 3. That's how I'll be looking for the shorts. We lose this level here, happy days. Let's go back down, target 1 and target 2. That's it. And that's the play, and all we've done is just a range bound play. So let it do its thing. If he can, for whatever reason, if he wants to step up and play around it and whatever, do its thing, the moment we step back into this run, this action, this plan steps into plan, because that is all we've got to do, right? Sort this out. Does that make sense, everybody? For both the bearish and the short plan. Next on the agenda, we're going to be talking about fucking Ethereum. Give me a second there. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, camera, I know, I'm just sorting this out. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's just the battery died of the fucking... Well, it's done well for an hour and a half, really, to be honest. It's coming back on. 1 second. And we should be live. There we go. We're good. So that's what we're looking for, right? So let it do its thing. If he wants to do a pullback, we have the pullback plan. We're playing on Monday's range, right? Remember that? Playing on Monday's range. Break out to Monday's range. Take a stop loss, and he breaks down. No problem. We can play it back down to Monday's range. If he does decide to play this plan, well, we're fucking ready on both sides of the market. That's how we are. We're just flexible motherfuckers, isn't it? You know them girls who go to yoga and they can do fucking splits and shit. That's what we're doing right now. So yeah, price is fighting Monday's low at the moment. So I mean, would I short it? No, not entirely. I'd wait for this plan to come into play. Then I start shorting it. That's how then I know, okay, we have our invalidation, which is like over here. This will be, let me delete all this shit. There's a lot of shit here. Be careful so I don't delete lines that I need. Right? So we've got our invalidation. Oh, fuck off. Yeah. Got invalid, so my invalidation, so like you see this low here, that'll be capping the market. So if he does something like this, whatever it do, then the high will be my invalidation. If he doesn't do that and decide to breaks down and it does this, then this is my invalidation, right? So that's why I'm looking to actually put my stop loss there, and I'll be tightening my stop loss quite aggressively, playing it back down to these areas over here. Okay. So Ethereum. Well, Ethereum, do you remember what we talked about yesterday? We talked about, like, was it yesterday? There was a guy called Shaq in it. Shaq the man bought BTC. So was shorting. Yeah. So Shaq the man, he shorted Ethereum at 1447, right? So he's in a big of a loss right now, right? Because he got to $1,700 and it's not a good feeling, right? When we talked about it on Sunday, he was a bit stressed out. Walaikum salam, name. How you doing, brother? You good? I've just got fizzy drinks. You know what it is when you're a builder, right? Water's good in it, but there's something about it, like a good old fizzy drink that does the fucking trick. Do you guys find that rude, like fucking drinking from the bowl? Because I'm alone in it, so I'm just drinking from the bowl, and there's my fucking saliva in it. I mean, like if I'm with a girl and French kissing and shit, bro, like you fucking suck my dick and shit. You're telling me you have a problem with fucking drinking from the bowl that I put my saliva in there, bro? Like your tongue is in my mouth. What are you talking about fucking crazy ass bitch. But yeah, so sorry, I'm kidding. What we're talking about is like so Shaq the man was talking about how he actually bought he was shorting Ethereum at 1447 around this level over here, and obviously price got up really badly, right? I think he's got no stop loss, I believe. He's sick guy, Derry. He's got no stop loss. I think he's getting liquidated at 2K around that area there, which is quite. Look, you gotta have a stop loss, man. You gotta have a stop loss. You know how important it is to have a stop loss? You don't want to get bent over backwards, innit? Because you could, like, let's say if you got stopped out, if you had a stop loss of here, for example, right? That means what? Let me put my head down. I don't like the fucking floating and shit. There we go. Yeah, if your stop loss was here, it was just where I highlighted there, right? What that means is that if you get stopped out, you could have actually played the longs, playing upwards in it, right? Going to these highs, you've done these highs, come back down, see this low over here, and reclaim, and then play this range bound environment, blah 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 blah. You guys understand that? But you get stopped out, right? And even if you're still looking to short, right? And even if you're still looking to short, you didn't short, right? You see this high here? That's your opportunity to short. So you had an opportunity to short there. Well, no. So that's your high. Once we get up and we break down, you have your opportunity to short around this area here with a stop loss there. Another opportunity there, another opportunity there, and last opportunity there before we set up. Look how many opportunities it gave us to actually short the market. Which is why it's a patient game. You know what I'm saying? Audience in the house. What's going on? Man, my 12-year-old came listening. Oh shit. Okay, I'll be careful with the language there. Sorry about that. So send my love to little man as well. Or little girl, whichever it is. I don't know if you're a boy or girl, Cryptique's son or daughter, but you know, glad that you're on the show. So, and don't smoke. Smoking is bad for you as well. But yeah, you see, look, Remo talked about patience, having patience in the market. Well, if you had patience, right, you've had so many opportunities to enter the trade without fucking entering over here. Entering here is you FOMOing, right? You gotta have a plan, because if I made a low here, look, just looking at this, right? Let's delete this shit. So I'm saying that this high here is what we're looking to enter, right? Well, if we got a range bound environment right here, right? And we made support, we made a massive deep. You know what? This is fucking annoying, isn't it? Let me just zoom into this. What's going on here? There we go. I think that's much more better. Now we can see what the hell is going on, right? So look at this high. This high here and this low here, right? You can see price is just range bounding in this area, right? So let's just say if you were to enter a short here, but hang on a second, guys, like why are you entering a short right there? You think this is the breakout? It's not. Oh, bless the kid. Bless the kid. Everyone show some love to Cryptique's kid. Just send a heart or something as well, man. Make the kids comfortable in it. Like fucking, there's a 12-year-old in it, so we gotta think show some love to the kids as well. Like the kids are our future, man. Bless them as well. So yeah, so why would you enter a short? You've got to be patient. If I want to enter a short over here, well, hang on a second. What's the price action? Price action saying? The price action is like, okay, this low here, we need to come down, right? So look, we made an initial low here. This low, that this candle here on the 15 minutes broke that range low. This is education here. Bless you guys for showing some love, man. That's really nice of you guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. My community is one of the best communities in the fucking world. I love you guys so much, man. You guys are sick. You guys are so cool. Really, really cool people, man. I've had the pleasure to meet two of you guys, and have a little chat. Shout out to Asgard and Nick as well. So I want to bring someone on next week. So if anyone wants to jump on the stream with me and just chill out, by all means, message me on Twitter at TraderDeng, and just join me, man. Let's chill on Saturday. Yeah, see, look at this love, man. Snazzy, Nick, shout out to Snazzy, shout out to Nick, shout out to I Never Give Up, Derry. We got Imran, we got Cryptique's giving love to our own kid as well. Nabil, we got Robin, we got Gus, freaking Jordan. You guys are so cool, man. Honestly, Imran said just about to spark shisha and chill. I see no reason to go long here. 100%. Just need to be patient now. But Ethereum, right? Blank K as well. What a geezer, man. So what we're saying is, like, look, many of us, right, would have seen this price action over here, see this dump over there, and enter along over here, or maybe over here. Many of us have done it. I've done it too. I'm not gonna say to you, I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it and say, nah, I've never done that shit. I'm a fucking trader. This, like, patience. Shut the fuck up, man. Dang, what the fuck are you talking about? The truth is, right, like, FOMO is a real thing. It's a real thing, and psychologically it fucks us up, right? Oh man, Schnazzy, appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Shout out to the Yankees, man. He basically said, I'm so happy that you finally made TA make sense for me. I'm glad. That's really made my day. Generally has as well, 100%. Because like, change someone's life, right? Like, not as a major thing. PS5 doesn't really change a life, really. It just makes you happy for 5 minutes, and after that you forget about it. That's the truth, really, about anything that you buy. Whether it's jewelry, you buy your girl a fucking, like, nice Verawang ring or something like that, for example. I don't know what they are. Cartier bracelets is the thing now. I see men wearing that shit as well. I mean, whatever floats your boat, but it's not for me. But anyway, but they get happy for the first, like, 5-10 minutes in it, like anything in this world. Then after that, it just water. And after that, it just becomes the norm. So, but the fact that you can actually, you know, the TAs make sense to you. To me, that's like a life skill that I've actually helped you grow. And I'm never ever gonna say to you guys, look, how many people is there? Let's have a look. There's 78 people here. I'm never ever gonna sit here and say, here, I taught you TA. Bro, when someone does that, it's a sign of arrogance. I taught you TA. I taught you this. I taught you that. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be. Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker. What are you talking about, man? Listen, calm your fucking horse down, right? TA is open there. Everything is open. Everything is open into the world, right? It just takes time, right? If you like, look, I'm a brother to you guys, right? And like, to me, like, we're all family, right? And if I'm showing you something for your own benefit, it's for your own benefit. I'm doing this out of love. I'm not doing this for you to say, yeah, remember when I taught you this? Do you know them guys back in school when, like, you heard a song? I remember Lollipop by Lil Wayne. That's a sick song that was. Lollipop, when that came out, a friend, right, called Elid, he showed it to me. He was the first one to show it to me, 100%. I still remember he showed it to me because it was such a banging track, and he showed it to me before he even came out on like, before he was all over the fucking radio and stuff like that. It was like, it was one of those crazy songs. I don't know how he found it, but he literally saw it, and I was playing that song once, right, on my phone. You know, back in the days, you're playing your phone down the hallway and shit like that. And he came out, he's like, I'll show you that song in it, and in front of all my friends in it, and I'm like, you're a dickhead. What do you want? Do you want me to suck your dick? Put it down. I'll fucking punch you in your fucking balls and shit like that. I hate that guy. These guys are fucking annoying, 100%. So I would never sit here and say to you guys that I taught you this, right? You taught it yourself. You spent the time to actually listen to me and go back and make sense of it and try and understand it. So shout out to you. You are the motherfucking champs, and that's how it's always going to be. There's one thing about making money, but to actually not giving any back is a skill. Yeah, true, Imran. The time you put into these, man, next level learning, I appreciate that, Jordan. I'm just chatting shit. I spent an hour talking about PS5 and fucking bullshit, really. Never traded before. Should I say never traded before? I've just been hodling, but I'm definitely open to trying after I really get what's being said. Dude, you know what? If you never done leverage, the key really is to everyone else here is that paper trade. When I mean paper trade, it's like literally all you're doing is like you go on TradingView, right? And you literally do stuff like this. Like, if I were to go here, I put like a long position. If I'm looking to long, I say that's my stop loss, and I'm like, yeah, I'm playing it back to range high, and I monitor it, and I have a journal, and I write down everything. I screenshot this stuff as well. So that's what I would say. and trying and be more successful, trying to gain more gains out of it, like at the end of the week or the end of the month. Count how many R's. So this is a 3.4 R trade. I'm making this shit up. I didn't do this trade. This is a 3.4 R trade. So you put on your journal, you took a trade on Ethereum on this date, that. This is your entry, this is your stop loss, and you made a 3.R again. End of the week or end of the month. I do end of the month actually. I tally up my amount, and then I work, and then I understand how successful I have been in this month. So if I had a shit month, then I'm like, oh shit, man, I've got to really fix up. What am I doing wrong? Is it my risk management that's causing me problem? Is it that I'm taking too many trades in a day that's a problem? And that's how you start journaling. That's how you understand yourself. Journaling comes down to you as a human being to understand what's going on. So like if you were to journal quickly, just to give it to you guys, you can do this on Excel, right? I'm not going to show you my journal. The reason why is there's a lot of trades on there that I actually put on there. There's losses and gains, obviously. I'm not going to say there's all gains, but there's some gains that's fucking crazy. I made like 7R moves, 8R moves and shit like that. And like, I don't want you guys to copy. I want you guys to understand what is happening so you yourself can do it. Don't copy, right? Like, I'm here as a guide, right? I'm helping as a guide 100%, but don't copy, right? Like, have your own style, you know? Thank you so much for Final Satoshi. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be your mentors, man. It's an honor. It truly is a fucking honor to actually be a mentor to you guys, man. To spend time and you guys listen to me, that's a big man honor, 100%. They have a new announcement, probably. I don't know. I haven't even checked up what Floki's saying. I need to speak to some of the guys from Floki, see what's going on. What are you using for these charts? Trading View. It's what do you mean? What do you mean, Snazzy? I've learned to level all ranges on high time frame and lower time frame, but always struggle to enter a trade. Can you please go through time frame when you? Okay, the time frame is pretty much is this, right? Like a lot of it is it takes practice, it takes time. What application? Oh no, it literally is a website. So there's a website. If you go on Google, right? I'm gonna show you. Right, so if you go on Google, type in Trading View. Right, will come up. Let me delete this. Bring this back up in a bit. First link over here, tradingview.com. You click on that. And all you got to do, right, you sign up, right? You sign up and this and that. It's all free. It's all free stuff as well. And then from there you can search for certain stocks or futures or forex or indices, bonds, whatever you want to look. So if you want to look at something like let's say BTC USDT and Bob's your uncle. There you go. And then you can start trading. Well, not trading, but then you can start using. And you have all these tools. I'll do a video on that actually. That's a very good point. And look where we did, motherfuckers. We're closing Monday's range. Well, we're in Monday's range. I'm watching this now on the 15 minutes. Oh yeah, so to enter a trade, right? So if I'm looking at the 15 minutes, right, I see a few things, right? So look, this is Monday's range. Again, we're doing another. This is education content here for you guys for free. All good. So listen to this now. So there's two things, right? Number one, I know I got this level here. Fucker, man, it's a deviate. I was right on the fucking scalp, you know. I didn't expect. I thought. Do you know what? I did a scalp earlier on. I entered over here, right, and had my stop loss over here, right. So what I was thinking is like, okay, this level here, right, this has already had a stop run. We shouldn't come back. We should generally we shouldn't really come back and then take this low over here, do a deviation there. But instead, it did a deviation of the range. I could have entered in, but I'm talking to you guys, and looks like it's come to range high. So now, if I want to enter a trade, if I want to enter a trade, so this is the low here. Now it's literally this. There's two ways I can enter a trade. One is confirmation, or two is invalidation, right? So if we close here on the 15 minutes, right, I'm happy to enter a trade wherever it closes. As long as it closes below, above the range high, I'm happy to enter the trade with a stop loss over here. That's my, because this to me was just a deviation, right? But if you want to enter in that's invalidation. Now, if you want to enter in confirmation, I look for a price to get back up, taking out these highs there, and reclaim this area here. Once to reclaim, then I'm like, okay, I now know, yeah, I'm ready to go in over here with a stop loss. Has to be still over here, but there's more probable, I'm more in favor to go back to 25% of the range, which is target one, and the mid range. It's more probable for me. Why? Because if we were supposed to be bearish, we shouldn't have reclaimed this level. We should start breaking down and going a lot more lower. Does that make sense? Now, in terms of timing that comes into a lot of practice, a lot of skills here. It does take time to do this now. Shnazi, pay attention. This is for you, brother, and also for thingy for who was it? Final Satoshi. Phil. Final Satoshi Phil, who asked that question. So if I want to enter a trade, now I'll drop down my time level. So I'm on a 15 minutes here, right? I'll drop it down to a 5 minute, for example, and I'll watch how this works. So do you remember this low here? Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, right? Let me delete all this shit here and just have a look here. This is probably the most alpha motherfucking shit that you will get for those who want to learn how to enter a trade. Look what happened here. Remember I said to you, this is range low, support, deviation. Look, come back up, holds that level. Holds that level, you see? It's support over here. I could have entered at any point over here. I mean, you could have entered here, you could have entered here. It gives a little bit of time before it breaks out. Because look what happened. You see this here? Breaks market structure, is now on the bullish side. This high, high, low, lower low, lower high, lower low. We should make a lower high over here. We shouldn't be taking out this high over here, right? So the fact that, that's it. Yeah, that's it. If we take out this high, shifting market structure, off we go. Everything else is all makes fucking sense once you understand that. It does take time. I'm explaining it. It sounds smooth, sounds slick. I'm like, yo, dang, you are fucking sick, but no, motherfucker. I took so much time, so much losses, so much understanding this to actually break it down to you. This is the key. Here, screenshot this fucking shit here. You want to go lower on lower time frame? Fucking let's go on 3 minutes, right? Let's go 3 minutes, see what's going on. That's the low. Look over here. The 3 minutes still gave me a fucking thingy. And look, I can do a descending triangle right there. And we close above it. We close above this motherfucking shit. That's my my trigger. Invalidation is here. We come into this area, we're holding to this area here. You know? Like, okay, let's drop it down to 1 minute. I like entering in 1 minute. I love entering in 1 minute. 1 minute is my favorite shit. And look, breaking market structure by the looks of it. Because look at this. This is the low, right? Look what happened. Let me do a new line. New line. Anyone ask me this again, you guys need to remember this episode. Today is, which episode is this? Episode 44. Episode 44 is probably one of the keyest things that I've ever showed you as well. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, it doesn't give a full retest. Yes, I agree. But the fact that we're above it gives you the trigger for me to say, yeah, my stop loss should be here, and we're gonna go play it higher. Why? Because we've broken out because this, it should have actually held as resistance. It should have held as resistance and come back down. The fact it's come back up and hold it, and it's showing it's consolidating above this line here. That's enough for me to say, yep, fucking enter the trade, stop loss there. Let's fucking go. Monday's range, Monday's low, 25 mid range, 75 range high. You know the shit how it goes, right? You know how we do. Does that make sense to all you guys there? Everybody doing 500 to a million challenges. Once we have mastered the skill, I would love to do some trades and build a bear market portfolio for charity. And then, yes, my guy, Nick is the fucking man. Nick is a sick guy though, man. Shout out to Nick. What should your Twitter? Actually, no, let me plug you in. I know what your Twitter is. I follow you. NC. Oh, what is it? NCH? Is it? I don't think it's Nicholas. Oh, what is your Twitter again, bro? NC. I know it's NC and then underscore, I believe. I have to open it. I've got a fucking message. You're in my DMs actually, so let me just have a look. Oh, it's N underscore R. Fucking NR Carolyn. Motherfucker. Fucking spell properly. NC. Where the fuck did they get NC from? NR. Shout out to Nick, right? N underscore R Carolyn. That's the guy, man. He's a sick guy, man. He's fucking post some alpha shit as well, man. Very detailed stuff as well, man. Very, very detailed stuff you can see here. And he understands what like a deviation is, confirmation. He gets it. He really gets it as well. So he's a good lad. So shout out to him as well. Cool. Let me go back, close this. Yeah. What's it? So my ideas, bro. It's much safer to go on. Yeah, it is much safer. Imran, you're right. It is safer to go on confirmation. Why? Because confirmation gives you the opportunity to enter a trade, right? With minimum drawback, because your probabilities increase. It's always trading is a risk of probability, right? There's a risk to everything, but you're playing with probability. What's the probability of going up, and what's the probability of going down? when you have your ranges and you have, like, let's say if a price, let's say here, for example, this is range high and this is range low. This is range low. Oh yeah, we were talking about the ETH. We'll talk about that now, actually. And then this is the low here that we're talking about. And look here. We're just going to talk about this as a high insight. I mean, it makes sense now because we've seen the PA, but watching it at the same time is a very different thing. It's a very tricky, weird thing to do. But look at here, right? So probability, right? Step back in. The moment we're below the mid-range high, the probability of it going to range low is very high because it's a range bound environment. The moment we wick into this, so for example, look, we entered here, we come back down, and it come back into the range high, range low, and then once we close in the range low, the probability of it going back to range high is higher than taking out these lows because we're still back in the range bound environment. And what happens? We go back up to mid range, come back down, this low still holds, and it goes back to range high. Okay, we're back at range high. We step back into it again, right? We step back into the range high over here. What's the probability of it going to low? It's high because we're finding resistance, a deviation. That's the confirmation for deviation. Probability is a lot more higher on my favor. Okay, now a lot of us, right, would have had, what would happen is that we just fucking entered around this area here. This area here, we're like, yeah, this is the breakout area, blah blah, and we're about to go a lot more lower, and we're going for lower lows for $1,500, $1,400, whatever the target you have, right? A lot of us do that, but the problem is, right, you guys got no fucking patience. You gotta slow down the fuck out of here, right? You look, if the speed limit is 70, right, you do your 80, 90, 100, maybe 120, 130, but you don't want to do 155, right? You want to slow it down a little bit, right? But it's the same thing. Don't do your 155 miles per hour. Don't max your car out. Fucking take it easy. I show you all these ranges and I talk about SRs. You can literally, from that low, this low here was the particular low that closed below the range itself. Okay, so now mark out this SR, right, going across, and I'm like, all right then, if we get back below it and find resistance and break down from a new low itself, if we find resistance and break down from this low, for example, then, which will be this low here, then I will be like, all right, cool, time to go lower. You can use this low here, then time to go a lot more lower, right? Makes sense, because then I'm like, yeah, probability now has increased because we're finding resistance off this level, which means the probability of stepping back into this range is a lot more slimmer than ever. But what happened is, right, look at this on the 15 minutes, right? If you just had waited and waited for probability wise, you would have found out, okay, we did a deviation of this, we stepped back into it, we've gone back up, and we're back in the fucking range, which means this was just a deviation and we weren't ready to break out on either side. Would you have longed over here? Well, if you did, well, hang on a second, same thing. This is your high over here. Well, we found resistance for the next 15 minutes, for half an hour afterwards, and we step back into it. Increase the probability by waiting. That's your key, okay? Now, using the same low, right? Remember I always say, like, from this low, and then I'll break down, blah, blah. Well, let me show it to you, right? Come back into it. Support. Then we come back down, and we lose this level. We take out these lows here. The moment we take out this low here, and we're making lower highs, that's, to me, say, hang on a second, motherfucker, right? Any pullback is for me to enter a trade. So again, look, it comes back into it. I can enter the trade with a stop loss, but I'll probably put a stop loss over here, hard stop up there. It comes back down, takes out this low, takes that liquidity over there, and what happens is it steps back into the fucking, it steps back up over here, but it finds resistance of this little area of consolidation, okay? And it doesn't even fucking come into the range. It doesn't step back in the range. The moment you see that, and we come back down, now you know, hang on a second, if you have waited a little bit more longer, you're like, okay, probability of going back into this range is so slim. It's next to nothing because we're breaking down now. That's the breakdown. Now, like, I could enter because like I said, I could have entered at any moment from here, anywhere over here to over here. Now, if I want to be a lot more patient, no problem. I can wait over here. See this low here? Now, if we break out of this low here, now this is my confirmation. Yes, we have a small deviation, but this is my confirmation with a stop loss over here. Probably put a hard stop there. Does that make sense to all you guys? I know we spent a good hour chatting shit, but literally, I've given you some. I think I made it up. Don't you think? I made up all that bullshit talk, right, with some mad alpha. So So smash the likes, man. Show me some love for that as well, man. Like that was fucking sick. That was. I gotta admit, I think I'm gassed. I'm like, yo, how the fuck did you break that down, motherfucker? Because I tell you something though, in my head, right, it doesn't make sense. I can't explain it what's in my head because my head just runs and runs and runs. But when I sit down for some reason on YouTube and I sit down and I talk to you guys and I try to break it down, I think it makes a lot of sense. It makes more sense than what's in my fucking head. We still belong in the retest if we get one now. That we're back in Monday's range. Yeah, I would love for BTC. I would long BTC if he holds the mid range, right? Sorry, which one? What? Monday's range. Monday's. Now you're talking about? Much clear. Good. Should smoke one every morning. Guys, I think I deserve a piss now, right? I do need to take a piss. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Right. 2 minutes. I really need to take a piss. I've been drinking so much here. I'm gonna have another sip of water. What's my average R to R, which you take on trades? About, I hit over 80%. 80% of my trades are in profits. I'm not boasting. I think SC might be like 90% or like above the high 90s, but I'm in a good 80s. Last month was 96%, which was really, really good. I've never hit 96. I think the highest I got was 94. Last month was 96. The month before, let me have a look. So yeah, July 96, 96%. So in June, where's June? June's over here. Yeah, June, go down. 84%. June, what's last month? Last month was May. May was 87%. So yeah, that's pretty good actually. What's a good tool to use paper trade? Bro, Excel. I'm not lying. I use Excel right now. I literally till this day, all my journeys on Excel. All of it. And on Word as well. Like, I don't know if I should do a report and stuff like that. Probably, I don't know. Like, if I can use that as shit. But literally, like, Excel is what I do, or everything as well. I organize it in a way. I'll probably do a template for you guys and then hand it out to you guys. But I'll let you know. Definitely let you know. I don't use any journaling softwares. I don't pay for that stuff as well. I'm Asian, man. I'm fucking cheap in it. You know what I'm saying? But Excel, man. Everyone's got Excel. Or you can use Word. Literally, all you're doing, right, in terms of journaling, you literally just fucking you're just posting stuff on a Word document or an Excel or even a notepad. I got a notepad this thick, right? I got 2 notepads from 2018 and 2019, and it's mixed into no. I got another one for 2020, which is half full kind of thing as well. Then I went on the computer. That was got notes upon notes. Fucking all my journals was there. Everything was there, man. And like, you know, it's somewhere in the loft now actually. But that's what I was using. I was using paper. I'm very old school. I like black and white, so I don't use paper. But you can use Word and Excel. All you're doing is literally you're saying like, you know, you enter a trade, right? You just write the trade like Ethereum USDT, long or short. So you say you're short. Where was where was your entry? Put like, let's say 1680. Where's my stop loss? 1760. What's the trade? Like, is it a win or loss? Or a win. Then the next one I would say like how many R's. So I would say like probably about, let's say 1 R, 2 R, 3 R, whatever it is. And then I have a description afterwards, right? Description, I'll now be a bit more in detail. Why I took that trade. What made me think about that trade, right? And I write about all that kind of stuff. And it can be as detailed as you want or as simple as you want. Some of them are really, really detailed. Some of them are really simple. So I just write that. And then move on to the next one. Do that. At the end of the week, what I do is I go back and I have a look at all these trades I've done. Okay, I've made 3 wins and I made 7 losses out of 10 trades. Okay, that's not a problem. Where did I go wrong? Then you start working back. You start going back to the trade because now you know where your entry was, you know where your stop loss was, and you know where the date you took it as well. Then you start saying to yourself, okay, I entered on this day. Why? And you start looking back. Okay, it's because of this, or it's because of that. And if you don't know why the trade was a loss, tweet at me, man. Tweet at me if you want. If you're doing journaling and you got DM me, man. I'm happy to help you out. I'll fucking take time out of my fucking day to help you motherfuckers out for free. Why not? I'll 100% do it. Let me go for a piss. I do need to go pee. Be right back.
Right, lads, I'm back.
Appreciate that. So yeah, so that's the key of journaling, in my opinion. I think it's simple. It's really simple to do. Don't overcomplicate it. Literally, just don't overcomplicate it as well. And yeah, that is right. Trading View works great for paper trades. You can literally do all this. Remember, I was showing you the long positions and short positions. You can do that. Do a screenshot of it as well, and save that in the folder. Put the date, for example, and the trade at Ethereum USDT. You know, that kind of stuff. And you can always go back to it. Fun page for nappies. Fuck fucking fan of Satoshi. Fucking hell. That cracked me up. That was a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, that's it, really. Okay, so cool. Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day because this has gone on for too fucking long, right? But yeah, look at what's happened now, right? I don't need to write any lines on there because it's all there. We step back into Monday's range. This was the 2 weeks ago's Monday's range. Look at it. Resistance, deviation, resistance, deviation, deviation. We get back above it and hold it support. And we get back above it and it's so heavy. Just come back down to this area. Now, I said to you there was two certain levels, right? For those who remember yesterday and on Sunday especially, I talked about two certain levels. This level here, 1700 level, and the 1440. 1440 is basically the 2018 all-time high. So when Ethereum ran to that high of 1,440, it ran back down to like $100 kind of thing, right? So that's that level here. So it's a key level here. This level here, 1700. What's so key about this? This is the second quarter of 2021's range low. So you know we got a range low for everything on a macro. That's a key area. So of course we're gonna find some sort of resistance. We're not gonna smash it one time. When you hit resistance, right? You're not gonna. It's like, you know, when like I was gonna say a really fucked up way of actually saying this, right? It's like, okay, so you got a sledgehammer, you're knocking down a wall, right? Who is strong enough to hit it down one time? You're gonna hit it once, right? Then it's like you might have some dust falling down. You're gonna hit it the second time, and then a little bit. You get a tiny bit of crack, and then you hit it 3-4 times before the wall breaks. It's the same situation. Resistance and support is like a wall. You got the sledgehammer. Price is gonna knock it down as hard as it can, or like keep hammering it. But we need some retest. And then while you're knocking it, like if like I will bet, right, like $1,000 for example, is that anyone in the chat would grab a sledgehammer, knock down a wall on a house, right? To knock down that wall, the first time you're not gonna get it because I'm ready to short. I bet you that you won't do it, right? That's like a short, okay? And then if you see so many cracks, for example, right? Then you're like, okay, I'm gonna bet in the next 3 or 4 hits, right? You will smash that. That's a long. It's the same principle, right? So these two areas are very key. In the moment, right, we're capped between these two SRs, okay? There's an SR in his own premise right there, 1700 to 1440. Now the fact that we've come back into this area here, right? If you break down, lose this low here. This is a shorting scenario I want to talk about, right? Let me just bring this up like that. Focus on this area here, right? Last week's low, the Monday's low has not been taken out. Let me move my head to the side over here. No, I don't like this. No, over here. Yeah, I'll move it over here. Yeah. So you see this low here? That was the 2 weeks ago's low. Has not been taken. When it came over here, came to this area of consolidation, held above it, reclaimed, and off it goes. All right. Now we step back into Monday's high. To me, right, 2 weeks Monday's high. To me, that's bearish, right? Because what you're doing back in this range. You see this low here, this initial low. We lose this low here. That gives me a trigger to target 1, target 2, and see if we can squeeze to 1440. And Shaq, right? If you're here, my brother Shaq, you got to buy a 1447. Start watching this level, because if you start holding it and reclaim this Monday's mid-range, cut your trade. Just cut your fucking trade, right? Because what's going to happen is that we're coming back into I think the range high and looking to go break out and reclaim 1700 level. Does that make sense then? That's literally is the short scenario. Nothing else. It's price really has been consolidating. You can see clearly that there's nothing going on, but price is literally just consolidating this area here. That's all it's done. We have some deviations over there and another set of deviation until we break out and take out this high over here. You know, there's nothing we can do. That's the shorting scenario. Now, if I were to long it, for example, if I delete all this, how would I long it, right? So we know that we have yeah. How would I long it? Let me try and do this, right? Let it do its thing. drawing Monday's range. Monday's range is, what was the seconds over here? So that's high. That's the high, and the second, and that's the low, right? This is Monday's range, right? Let it do its thing, whatever the fuck it wants to do. The moment we step back into Monday's low, holds above it, target 1, target 2. That's what it is. Level to level, take out these highs over there. If we were to reclaim and hold above it, then I say that we have to go back into the monthly open, which is just below target, below the 75% range. And I'm going to watch how this works, because if you start breaking down, lose the mid range, it's a shorting opportunity. Go back to target 1, target 2, and see if we can get back in to play this level that we talked about. That's what it is really with Ethereum. There's nothing much to say. For me to be mega bullish, I'm like, yo, guys, listen, let's fucking long your fucking alts and everything, X, Y, and Z. But you see this monthly open? We need to reclaim this monthly open, right? Because look, we've had a support, come back down, retest, deviation. The next one will be a retest, really. I don't see us reclaiming it. And then if you were to do something like this, reclaim and hold above the Monday's high, that's key. That's confirmation to go higher. This already here is key to go to target 1, well, target 1, target 2. And then if we do this, right, fucking long your bags and off we go. Then we go to like $1,800 kind of thing, that kind of area there. So does that make sense for you guys? Sorry about that. This fucking love chat is always they're always here every day. I don't know why they like me, or they're like this. There's so I think it's Nick. Nick's a good looking bloke in it, and fucking Asgard. Have you seen Asgard? Fucking built like a motherfucking brick. That's it really with Ethereum. Any questions? Can you please block love chat? I keep doing that. It's distracted. Oh, thank you. Who's Candle Mafia? I want to see who's Candle Mafia. Is it a YouTuber? All good? Good. Critique understands. Jordan understands. Just remember to drink water as well, bro. Cheers for the alpha. You're welcome, my brother. Thank you so much. Asgard will take your 1,000 and knock it down one time. Bro, Asgard is a built motherfucker though, isn't he? Bro, let's be honest though, guys, right? He slipped that fucking topless photo on purpose. He did that on purpose. Come on. We all knew that. I'm good. Do you want to look forward to seeing how today goes? Yeah, take your time. Just really, literally just take your time. What was the guy? Mafia Alpha, was it? Candle Mafia. It's Candle Mafia. Yo, Daddy, like, Daddy Zach, what's his, has he got thingy? What? Oh, you're learning Bullish or Bearish right now? Frankie Candles. Is that his name? Frankie Candles. Oh, yeah, he's got a YouTube. Is he live right now? Ah, he's not live right now. I was just joining the stream. Yo, this guy looks cool. I've seen this bloke here. Yeah. He's come up on my shorts a few times, you know. Yeah, I'll give you a follow as well. Thank you so much for that. So what's it? I'm good to be honest, looking forward to see how today closes. We blocked them all and just come back with new ones yesterday. They're looking for some dark chocolate. Looking for dairy, that's what it is. So what's it? Are you leaning bullish or bearish right now? Right now, in terms of what the chart is saying to me, right? Let's have a look. So Ethereum, I'm gonna be honest, is looking quite bearish, right? How do we do with this? Ah, motherfucker. Here we go. Mid-range. Okay. This one is the mid-range of the fucking range band environment. So you see this range band environment over here I got? Let me move my fucking head back down. Okay. So this is a range band environment. High, low, up and down, okay? Deviation. Oops. Deviation. That's what it is, okay? We'll come back in and we'll hold it. If we hold support at the mid-range, happy days. I can lean forward. I can lean bullish on Ethereum, right? Just looking at the fucking the ETHBTC chart. Now, for me to go long, right, like full on bullish long, and say, yo, let's go, motherfuckers, right? We need to go through here, man. See this here, this high there. That's the high that's causing the problem here. That's what, because if we can do this, come back down and then break down, and that's a deeper pullback, and then come back into retest of this channel itself. and then back into this area of consolidation that you can see over here, right? Now, for me to be like, I'll be like, all right, you know what, time to go is if you do this and hold above it, reclaim, that's my long, taking out all this liquidity over here, liquidity there, back into 75% of the range, going back all the way up to this area here, 0.82. What happens afterwards, we don't fucking know, we'll figure it out after. But if you break 0.82 and go hold above it, flipping's talking about, all right? For those who don't know what the flipping is about, flipping was a big thing in 2017 around November. They were talking about Ethereum was going to flip BTC. Never fucking did, let's be honest, because BTC is the king. It's a bunch of fucking dumbasses sitting down doing no shit, fucking thinking like the world, like cryptocurrency is going to be taken over by the world, and the world by 2023, 2024 is going to be fucking crypto all over the world and stuff like. No, listen, guys. Dollar is king, cash is king. End of the day, when you pay your bills right, is it like, look, I had to pay council tax freaking on Sunday, man. The council tax did not take crypto from me. They did not take USDT from me. My fucking mortgage is not taking, well, not my mortgage no more. My mortgage I'm paying for, right? Is they don't take USDT. They're taking $1,500 out of my 1,500 quid out of the account straight off the bat, like on GBP. So look, if you can't have this whole hopium idea of like fucking we're gonna go up forever. Like no, or crypto this, crypto no. Take it at a time. Be patient, like you said. That exact saying. Gotta have patience and see which way it goes. So we don't know what's gonna happen with crypto in terms of this area here. I'm kind of interested of this how this works out. But Ethereum, just looking at Ethereum off the bat, for me to be bullish, reclaim Monday's low. Then I can say, yeah, leaning bullish towards targets, and up to here. And I will see how we play here. I'm not even going for Monday's high. I'm not even aiming for Monday's high until we get to here. I can. But at the same time, this is very key. This monthly open is the key level. Reclaim monthly open. Let's fucking shut the motherfucker. Let's go up. Bitcoin is actually closing on the motherfucking thingy. There we go. Look at that. Look at this son of a bitch. Decides to fucking close on the thingy. Close above the Monday's low. Already, I know this is my validation there. And then I can play up here. If you want confirmation, I told you here. Break above, hold above. Let's go. Target 1, target 2. Makes sense? So the idea that I was looking for a swing play, a scalp play to a day trade is was legit. It was very, very legit. It just happened. I got stopped out. It is what it is. Fucking that's half an hour, man, motherfucker. But that's it for me, guys, man. Any more questions before I go? Someone told me to drink water, so I wanted water. It was, I never give up. I think there's a bit of a lag in terms of, what you call it, between the streams, stuff like that. But yeah. Appreciate that, Jordan. Yeah, you know what is Morgan? Like I said to you, be a patient motherfucker. Look at the snail, the turtle and the hare, the rabbit and the hare, whatever, the tortoise and the rabbit, whatever. You know that race they do, and it was the tortoise actually won. That's it. Be that, man. Be like water, like Bruce Lee says. Like water flows, isn't it? Water. You know when you put water in the cup, it becomes the cup. When you put it in the jug, it becomes the jug. Be like water. Like when it comes in trading, be like the fucking candles, right? Just become like one. Understand what the candles are saying. Become the candle. Understand the candle. Read the candle. The candle tells you everything. Trust me. These little bars, right? They tell you everything, man. Tortoise wins. Yeah, that's it. 100%. Constant blessing, big bro. Appreciate that, my brother. Thank you, Derry. Any specific videos or books I should look into or for learning for more? To be honest, Shnazi, I never use any videos. I've never used any books. Never ever used any for learning how to trade. I was studying on the SC, right, in terms of my own style, X, Y, and Z. Well, his style. And I did my own style afterwards as well, because he's more of an SR player. I'm more of a range band player. But we see things very similarly now, right? Respect to SC. And I can help you understand how to trade just by doing this. It's repetition. There are other. I am coming an education content coming out, so that's gonna come out really soon. I'm trying to get this work done. Once this work done, I can sit down and now look at doing it every week to actually break down trading as just solely just trading, how to trade, how to understand the candles, what does a candlestick means. Someone like for example, Shazi asked, well, which what do I use to trade? Trading View. People, it makes me wonder. Actually, it's a very good point. It makes me wonder how many people doesn't know about Trading View. What are these? If I give you an example, like if I do this, right? Can you see? This is my screen here, right? Can you see all these things? Then be like, well, but what's this? What's that? If I click on this, I have all this shit here. What the fuck does that mean about? If I click on this, there's all these Fibonacci's, and I think like that's a very good video to actually break down to for you guys to actually, for the simpler guys who new to trading, who wants to understand how this market works, can actually understand it in a more basic way and have a concept to grasp on something at the very beginning. Because there's no point me talking about this candle, this low, this high, and all that shit like that, when there are many of us who doesn't even understand what does a candle represent. Like that's funny enough, right? I'll tell you something. Someone asked me a question. A family member messaged me yesterday, the day before. It's like, but what does this mean? This candle? What? I don't understand. How's this a candle? Like, isn't a candle supposed to have a flame? And I'm like, okay, now you're being a bit fucked up now, right? But didn't understand what is an open, what is a close, and what this body means, what the wick means. And I think it's really key that if I were to spend my time to teach you guys, I need to break this down. So it makes sense to you, because then it means that you guys want to tune in and watch me. It's that the really key really comes down to is I just want to be part of the community in it. That's what it is. And yeah, Jordan's right. There's all these names you can read as well. You check us out on YouTube as well. All free videos as well. Watch Frankie Candles and Crypto Life videos. You will learn how to trade. Explanation for all the terms on Trading View would help a ton, 100%. If, like I said, if I say a single word that you're like, yo, dang, what the fuck? You said consolidation. What's consolidation? Say so. Just be like, yo, T-Raw, what's going on, brother? Your girl's not here. She's actually went to thingy. Has gone back to work. She was here in the beginning. But yeah, so like, it's like, yeah, if I ever say something and you guys don't understand, do say to me, like, listen, dang, I don't know what you're saying. What does that mean? I don't mind repeating myself over and over again. By all means, it's all love, Dude, it's like 2 hours and fucking 23 minutes. I've really got sidetracked in it. So I'm going to have to fucking call it a day. I've got renovation work to do as well. I've got a lot of stuff to sort out myself. But appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, Daddy. Tomorrow I'm going to focus a lot more. I'm so sorry that I fucking what do you call it? I can't, man. Ula Pemi, Elujuba. I can't, brother. I've got stuff to do. I'm in a very strict timeline as well. I was trying to give 2.5 hours, but I literally went 2.5 hours just giving a lot more education content, really. There was a lot of alpha there. But I have to do it tomorrow, man. Sorry, brother. But tomorrow I'll definitely do that. But yeah. So appreciate that, Daddy. I really, that means a lot to me that you've actually, followed me as well. So shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to my work and good day. Go fast. Bless you, man. Same time tomorrow, 10:15, 10:15 the UK time. I'm sorry, brother. Olawa Pemi, I got you. Tomorrow we're doing sushi. Please, guys, remind me tomorrow we're doing ETH BTC. Then we're gonna do sushi for Olawa Pemi, okay? And then I like that name, Olawa Pemi. Olawa Pemi. But yeah, so appreciate that, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Big love for coming on the stream as well, joining me. We had a good time, had a good laugh and stuff like that. Hopefully we get some PS5 to order you guys really soon as well. So night, my brothers. Oh, good day. Take care, guys. All right, see you later.